Okay.
I always forget how to start these because I just forget. Fuck it. Welcome back to one
Fuck it.
hella.
We'll do
Fuck
it live.
We'll do it fucking live. Shit. Welcome back to one hell of a podcast episode. I think we're in episode 9 or 10. I believe we're episode 10.
This is the longest running podcast on the Ghost Hyper channel on YouTube.
The longest, and we're now on Spotify and iTunes. So
big shout out.
If you've randomly come across this podcast, welcome. And I'm sorry.
I am dearly sorry. You've come to the wrong one.
If you come for some intellectual conversation, you might get that every now and then, but here this is just pure scuffed shit. We're just a shit post of a podcast.
The ultimate shit post of a podcast. Yep. That should be the name. Like underneath one hell of a podcast.
A shit post. Today I have me joining tonight we're fucking sleep deprived boys. I have my boy AJ right here.
What's going on? Pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. When people say that, I don't know what to say. We're back. They're like, thank you for having me, and I'm like, you're welcome. Thank you. I don't know.
Thank you for being here is one option. You could thank me for my presence because I am bringing so many viewers to this.
Yes.
Just kidding. I have like 10 followers on Twitch.
I mean, I have.
And I'm 3 of them.
I was going to say something. What the fuck was I going to say? I blinked out. This is going to happen a lot. What the fuck was I going to say?
We'll just cut all this. We'll just cut all this. Get the editor to cut.
No, it's gonna be raw footage. Everything, all of the awkward silence is just gonna be left there.
Oh well, you brought the wrong person for that.
Oh fuck! Wait, I have to go say goodnight to my dad. Goddamn.
Oh, okay. Well, now we really cut it. Thank you, everyone. Today we are brought to you by the Game Awards. Just kidding. But if you want to pay us, we'll take your money. We will be talking about the Game Awards 2020. They just happened recently. I don't want to date the podcast too much, but they happened on December 10th of 2020. Some interesting wins, some interesting snubs. We're going to go through that at some point. We'll also just be talking shit, hanging out. Wow, he really left me hanging here.
I'm back.
Jesus, can't leave me to be entertaining for that long. I can't do it. I can only go maybe 10 seconds max.
That's me and sex, sadly.
I was gonna make that joke if you didn't.
Everybody would. It's just handed on the table, and it's just up to you to finish it.
Except for me, it's not a joke.
That's what she also said. She also told me that it's up to you to finish this.
Wow, lucky.
Nowadays, it's just my right hand talking to me.
Jesus,
Sometimes
when you've been locked inside of quarantine for that long.
I've been locked inside way more before quarantine.
I've been locked in here longer than 9 months, boy.
When quarantine like started happening and people were like, "Oh, like how are you doing with quarantine?" Like I've been inside forever. What do you mean? This is regular shit to me.
I mean, yeah, this didn't really affect me. How are you doing, fam?
I'm glad quarantine has happened so I could stay inside and not fucking.
Now you guys all just understand my pain.
Understand the pain.
Oh shit.
Now that when was the Game Awards?
Game Awards was on the 10th of December. I didn't want to say what that is in relation to today. I didn't want to date the episode, but it was on December 10th.
On December 10th. Holy shit. And like preface, this is gonna be a gamer episode of a podcast. So if you're not a gamer, get the fuck out of here.
A little bit. We'll also just be talking shit, but we like I said while you were gone, we are sponsored by the Game Awards. They're paying us tons of money for this. Just kidding.
For legal reasons, that's a lie.
If they want to pay us, we'll take it.
Please, we need sponsorships.
Bro, the day that one hell of a podcast is sponsored by one hell of a product.
Dude, the day if we ever get sponsored, holy shit. That's going to be a game changer. And that'll be fun to make an ad. I'll have fun with that.
Honestly.
But yeah.
Until that day, you'll get some bullshit content like this.
Yeah, because we're broke boys trying to make
Trying to
content
hustle.
with all the little pebbles and grimes we have left. But speaking of the Game Awards, let's look back
You
and
want to
look
just start
over.
with that?
Yeah, let's just look
We
at
just
the nominees and the winners.
for sure. So we'll start at the bottom because we'll get to the game of the year last. Save that. Save that for later. There's a bunch of esports stuff we don't follow, so if you
Yeah,
like that, go to a
I'm not
different
much of an
podcast.
esport guy.
I respect it, but I don't follow it.
The CS:GO esport games and the Rainbow Six games are very entertaining, but like that's all I can put effort in.
I feel you. I feel you. Fuck it. I mean, just imagine though. Just think for a second. You're one of the top like 50 League of Legends players in the world, and you're getting paid millions if you win. That's just crazy to me.
Honestly, and for a game you love, fuck.
Fuck. I mean, I hope they still love the game. Shit.
Some of them probably
Some of
don't
them
and probably
probably
hate
hate it.
themselves, but they're making that money. And honestly, if I hated playing a game and I made bank, I'd stay in that game.
Shit. I mean, just off sponsorships alone, they're probably making bank.
Oh my god, fuck yeah.
All right, let's hop into it. The first category was best debut game. So this is the debut game created by a new independent studio. The nominees were Carrion from Phobia Game Studio and Devolver. There was Mortal Shell from Cold Symmetry Playstack. There was Raji, an Ancient Epic from Nodding Heads Games. There was Roki, I think that's how you say that, from
Rocky.
Polygon Treehouse. Rocky?
I have no idea.
You don't know shit. Don't interrupt me, boy. There was Roki from Polygon Treehouse, and then the winner from Kinetic Games was Phasmophobia. What do you know about these games?
So I haven't heard anything from all those first four games, but I know Phasmophobia because that everybody's playing Phasmophobia right now.
Everybody
But
and their mama.
and who?
And their mama.
And even their mama is watching. Even their mama is tuning in on the Twitch chats and dropping poggers in the chat.
Pogs in chat, yep.
But fucking, I mean, Phasmophobia did seem fun, but I could see like the repetitiveness and
Oh yeah.
like
It's
the only thing changing is the maps.
it's the maps and like you have to do the same tests every time. Like it seemed really cool to me at first, but then I realized how formulaic it was. Just go in, temperature reading, run each of these tests, you get your answer, leave.
Like
But I mean,
I think you said it earlier. Like this game would be fun with a good group of friends, not just
yeah, for
like
sure. You
they'll
definitely
make
need to
it
be
entertaining.
need to have some people with you that are gonna make it entertaining. Probably be drunk and it'll be scary. But other than that, it's like if you're just looking at it as a game, I didn't find it too entertaining as a game itself. But you hadn't heard of any of the first four. I've heard of the first two, but I've actually seen some gameplay of Mortal Shell, and it seemed like a good game to me. It's basically Dark Souls,
Yeah, I looked it up on images and I was like, yeah, this is another Dark Souls game.
and seemed entertaining. Not my type of game. I don't hate myself that much to play Dark Souls, but
Fuck that. Dark Souls is a cool concept. I would love to be a knight, but like that's a big pond, that big old ocean that I'm gonna dive into.
for real, yeah. Other than that, though, I'd never like the art style of Roki looks interesting. Same with Raji.
Yeah, the art style
Carrion
looks
just
sick.
looks like a trip.
Carry On looks. I have no idea.
I don't know how I would describe that art style.
It looks like a Metroid platformer.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, I mean, to no one's surprise, Phasmophobia won. Not a big shock out of those five, I would say.
Honestly. And now the next category, best multiplayer game. The title says it all. The fucking best multiplayer game. And
So that
nominees are Animal Crossing: New Horizons by Nintendo, Call of Duty Warzone by Infinity Ward, Activision, and Raven Software. Fall Guys. I'm not even gonna read. Maybe we should shout out the fuck the developers. And then the other nominee is Valorant, and the winner, you'd guess it, Among Us.
I mean, yeah, fucking, they've gotten such a huge influx of people, and it was crazy because I figured, oh, this is a new game. No, it's been out for 3 years.
Oh yeah, it's been out. It's been on like itch.io and everything, and it's just got popular.
Crazy. The fucking devs were just sitting in their basement, just like, oh, we got 2 players last month, 3 new players this month. Oh my god, the computer's on fire. There's millions of people buying our game. Dust out the machine. Fucking get the extinguisher.
I will say, I was watching the live stream, and when the developers of Among Us, I mean, it's an indie game, so like it's very close to home to them.
Oh, yeah.
When they were giving their speech, you could tell like they were so proud and they were like so emotional, and
Good for
like
them.
they were choking on their words. And I felt good. Like they won. They worked hard on that game, and it's like a lot of people will be like, I need a good running game, and this game is like a 2D.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you have if you have a big group of friends to play with, this game's great.
Oh
Like
yeah.
this game would be a ton of fun, unless you have people that are gonna get mad real fast, which would be me, which is why I can't play this game. I would
It's
be
funny
real mad at
when
anyone.
it's funny when you just sit back and not give a fuck about the gameplay and see people just rage.
Yeah, because I know I would be one, like my first game I played. I know I would be doing a task, and someone, the imposter, would call me out, say, "Oh, it was him. I saw him going here," and everyone just be like, "Yep, got him, boys. Send him out of here."
Get them the fuck out of here.
But yes, so I mean that's a pretty fair win. But like it had some competition, like Animal Crossing, which I don't think is a game. Hate me if you want,
I
but
don't like
everyone
Animal
plays that shit.
Crossing. I don't like Animal Crossing. It's too bland for me.
Yeah,
We're gonna get
it's a stepping
executed by so
stone
many
for
people.
fuck it, bring it.
Fuck it, we don't give a fuck.
It's a stepping stone for like introducing people to what video games are. Basically, it's like you don't have to have ever played a video game ever to play Animal Crossing.
And you can so I actually have you played Animal Crossing?
Nope. So I'm talking out of my ass.
So I've actually bought the game, and this is my first Animal Crossing. I've never played like from the Wii or the GameCube. So it's because when quarantine hit, I was like, I need a new game. I'm gonna buy Animal Crossing because I've been playing a lot of my Switch games. So I was like, oh, this game's new. This everybody's hyped about it. I'll buy it. I was so bored out of my mind playing Animal Crossing. So whenever I would be doing something, I would look into it would have like potential. Like there could be like say there's an item. There's a what are they called? The dart targets. You know what I'm talking about? Dartboards.
I have no idea, dude. Dartboard. Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you were like trying to pull a name from an item in the game. Yeah,
I was trying. A dartboard. Like whenever you can get a dartboard and put it on your wall inside your house. And in my head, I'll be like, "Oh, can you actually play darts?" And no, it's just decoration.
It's just cosmetic. Yeah.
And this game would be perfect if they implemented mini games.
Just a shit ton of little mini games. Yeah.
Honestly.
Like fucking Minecraft fishing is probably more fun than some of that shit.
Like I don't. Hey, it hits close to home for people. It's nostalgic. I understand, but like to
Fair
me,
enough. Yeah.
For me, if I need a good game for me, it's got to make my dopamine levels rise, and this game did not do that.
I feel you. I mean, yeah. So then, opposite end of the spectrum from Animal Crossing, I would say is Call of Duty Warzone.
Which I would say Call of Duty Warzone is one of the first battle royales that I was able to jump in after so many games. Like if I would be playing Fortnite, I could play like at least 4 games and I'm done. And PUBG, I could like I'd just get tired of playing PUBG, but with Warzone, I can just like go back and forth after dying so many times.
I feel you. So yeah, it's funny because I played Fortnite pretty early in its release, and I played a good bit of it. But my roommate at the time, he loved it. He would play that constantly, like queue in and you just keep queuing in games. And I could never do that. Warzone is honestly same for me. I can't play too many games of Warzone, but to each their own.
To each their own.
I mean, it's definitely fun, like, and it's free, so fucking.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's
You
free.
can't hate for that.
You can't hate the developers for having shit servers.
I've never really had an issue with that.
Oh, I guess so many issues. My game will crash sometimes, and that's the only reason I'll stop playing Warzone, because my game crashes. I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, that might be a you problem.
That's a big
Might
me
need
problem.
to beef up that PC a little bit.
My PC's good. I just need to slap her a little. Maybe she'll do more work.
Just hit it a couple times.
Just hit it
Make
a couple
it run
times.
fast.
And then the next game, Fall Guys, which it was fun. It seems fun, but I can see how it could kind of like die out. Flame can die out.
Yeah. Like you could see it coming, honestly. Like when it first came out, everyone was playing Fall Guys. It was huge. It was super, super popular on Twitch. But then like everyone started to realize, all right, same maps every time. Then when the update came out, it wasn't very much. There wasn't a lot of new stuff. And
it wasn't enough to pull people back in.
Yeah. So it just kind of burnt out real quick. Like it caught fire too quickly.
I think one of the major reasons, and this could go with Among Us too, like this was perfect timing because it was quarantine. People needed new games. They needed something new. And these are both really fun games. Fall Guys was perfect for like the first month. And then
it was fucking fire.
And then the flame died out. And then you just stop texting Fall Guys. Like, every now and then Fall Guys will text you and be like, "Hey, I have a new update. We could, Fall Guys
link
and chill."
up.
But you're staring at Among Us and you're like, I've moved on. I'm sorry. And then pain. Some listener out there's just like, fuck.
I don't like these guys anymore. This is too real.
This is too real. Welcome to real life, bitch.
And then the last nominee for best multiplayer was Valorant from Riot Games. And
Overwatch and CS:GO fucked and had a baby.
Yeah, I just downloaded it, so I have no idea what I'm in for really. Besides that one statement, Overwatch and CS:GO. I'm excited though. I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, I have heard good things. Patrick said it's fun. My brother has said it's fun. I didn't get it because I was like, well, I've played Overwatch and I kind of died out of Overwatch. And CS:GO, I'm only entertained by CS:GO with interactions with other players. I don't really care about the gameplay.
I mean, I trust Riot though. They're a fucking major studio with plenty of money, and they're giving Valorant out for free, so they're pretty confident with it.
Everybody's like pulling that card these days too. After they saw Fortnite being so successful.
Shit, they saw Fortnite making money on those stupid ass dances and skins and shit.
And then EA is like, fuck, we can't do that.
Bro, but on that note though, Fortnite. Fuck Fortnite for stealing so much content and selling it.
They're rich as fuck. They probably can own the whole world by now. Honestly, if you look up into like the big nation powers, you're not gonna see United States. You're gonna see Fortnite, Epic Games. You're gonna see Epic Games. They're gonna fucking cause World War III.
Bro, one of these days, if you've ever played what's that game called? Hold on, I'm blanking
Fortnite.
out. No, it's a like a dystopian future game. It is called
Cyberpunk.
I mean, kind of cyberpunk. It's like in that Shadowrun.
Shadowrun. Let me look that up.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's a great series of games. It's like it started out as like a D&D style tabletop thing. But it's set in like a dystopian like cyberpunk future where corporations and shit run the world.
Ah, you mean real life?
And that's where we're headed. We're on the way.
Oh yeah, Amazon is just gonna own all of us and Zuckerberg.
And on a much lighter note, we're moving on to the Best Sports and Racing Game Award
Do you play a
for
lot of
the
sports game?
not a lot, I wouldn't say. I definitely did before. Like I used to get every Madden, every MLB, every NBA game,
Mm-hmm.
but recently I haven't as much. But I mean, I'm still like, still have my ear to the ground, nose to the grindstone. No, I know about it. Like I have one of these games, and I've seen content from all of these games except one. But we'll just say the nominees first. From Codemasters is Dirt 5, great racing game from what I've seen, but I know some of the drawbacks of it. Another racing game, also from Codemasters. Interesting. I didn't know that they're from the same studio or developer, whatever. F1 2020. It's basically the better NASCAR, the international NASCAR.
Yeah, NASCAR.
Then from EA, of course, you have FIFA 21.
God tier.
Then you got 2K's NBA 2K21. And finally, the winner, my nostalgia trip, the one I have played, and I'm still happy I bought it. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. What do you know about these games?
I, of course, being Mexican, have played FIFA all throughout my life. And I would get, like, my friends would be so hyped up on FIFA, and I'd get bored of the game, like, halfway through. And I'd just be like, you guys can play. I just want to sit down. Racing games, it kind of, like, bores me as well. The only racing games I can fuck with are the ones where you have items like Mario Kart or fucking Sonic Racing or Crash Bandicoot Racing. Like, that type of shit is fun to me.
Yeah.
NBA, I do fuck with NBA 2K because that gets my blood boiling. And whenever like you're tight neck and neck with the other team and like last point wins and you're just sudden death and like your blood's boiling, I fuck with NBA. And Tony Hawk Pro Skater, it's a fucking fun ass game. Who doesn't love the skating games?
Exactly. So I'm gonna start with I'll start with the ones I've played the least of, which is Dirt and F1. I've never played either series, but I've seen videos, I've seen streams of both of them. Dirt 5 looks really good, and they have like a great map maker. If it's the Dirt I'm thinking of, is this the Dirt I'm thinking? Yes, it is. It has a map maker, so like you could build your own racetrack and
That's
put it
cool.
up. But the issue was there's no multiplayer. Like
What?
you can't get in these created tracks with your homies really easily. Like the only multiplayer is like you have to queue up for these weird party games. Like you can't just race the tracks with your homies, which is like all I would want to do.
Yeah.
Like that seems like the money to me. I don't know if they've maybe patched it since then and you can, but when I watched it fairly recently, it was a pretty big con on Dirt 5. F1, the opposite. It was great for getting your homies in, racing a track, fucking trying. It's so intricate, so in depth. The F1 racing games, like you have to like line everything up perfectly, get your speeds right, know when to brake, like know when to feather your throttle, when to hit. Like there's so much. Like to be really good at F1 is crazy. And it looks good, which is another big plus.
Basically, if you want to play F1, you gotta get good.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, if you like really want a good, like it's a sim game, so it's like the most realistic style racing game you're gonna find. Like while
Mm-hmm.
Dirt and like the other kind of racing games like Need for Speed and shit like that is very arcadey, very easy to drift. It doesn't matter like how fast you're going and all that shit. F1 is like very physics based. And it's crazy because like you can get your steering wheel and shit out. You can get you can get the pedals for the floor. You could do it all like you're actually driving. I've seen people streaming it, and like they got their fucking racing gloves on and everything. They're
Holy
all
fuck.
sweating and shit. It's a very sweaty boy game.
Sweaty boys. It's gonna be perfect for
Uh,
people that want games to be like extra realistic.
oh, it is very much the real racing. Like it's that and Assetto Corso or something like that. That's like the other super real racing game. But moving on, FIFA. I've never been huge into FIFA. Like I enjoy him. I feel like I probably enjoy him more than you do based on your glowing review that you gave. But it's never been the top of my sports games. But obviously soccer is the world's sport, so I can see why it's on the list.
Oh yeah.
And like I've heard 20 was good. I actually haven't heard anything about 21. I don't really it's outside of my realm of like
Or
what I
outside of
see.
our expertise.
Yeah, but I mean FIFA's always huge. Like fuck, I remember in high school, so makes me feel old, but 5 years ago, there was in my physics class, there was people on their phones bidding for cards for the ultimate team in FIFA, like during class, and I just like I
Wow.
thought that was so funny, but FIFA has a huge fan base.
Oh yeah, they do.
But I mean, and also same with NBA though. Like NBA
Oh,
has a very loyal fan base.
oh yeah. People will
That was my
be
biggest. Go ahead, sorry.
people will
Cutting
be
off the host.
no, it's all good. No, I'm cutting you off. People will be putting in money to upgrade their character and online and everything.
Oh, fuck that. I didn't do any of that shit, but like yeah, cuz there's the mode where you can like be your character online in like the street ball games or whatever. I can't remember what that mode's called, but I never did that. A few years ago, yeah, 3-4 years ago at this point, I no lifed NBA 2K. I think it was probably 17. I'm not sure at this point. But I was so good. I was playing online all the time. I lived with 4 other dudes, and I was the king. I was the champion, the 2K king of the house, with 2 other people who thought they were really good. And yeah, I played the shit out of that. But this one, I've heard so much terrible shit about 2K21. I don't understand how it could be on this list.
Was
I
it
heard
like
it's
oh
the
you go.
worst 2K game of like recent years. Like I don't even know why though. Like I don't know what is supposed to be so bad about it, but like I know they changed the shooting to where it was just like it was apparently awful at first.
Hmm.
But other than that though, I don't know too much about this new one. I know it on Steam it has absolutely garbage, god awful reviews. Um I'm gonna pull it up real quick and BA. It's already half price from what it was. Oh, it's just on sale. But from the 8,000 plus reviews it is 32% positive.
Wow. And when I look it up, wait, oh, this is 2000.
Within the last month, only 42% positive. So it has not much of an improvement. Which, yeah, I don't see how you can go that far. Like, people have always hated on like the EA Sports games because I mean, you're just putting out the same thing every year.
Yeah.
But people buy it. So what do you expect? Like, if you're not gonna stay on 2K17, then what do you like? How can you really hate the company for putting out 18, 19, 20, and 21? It's making the money.
It's for the avid fans of the sport.
Yeah, I mean, it's just real shitty of the company though. Like all you have to do is update the game. Like it's the same
Yeah.
engine, it's the same everything. All you have to do is update the game, put the new characters in, just one good update, and that's it.
I would say
Like
release a new to NBA after like what? After you find some new mechanic you can add to the game that makes the game better, then you can drop
I
a new game.
if you're gonna rebuild if you're gonna build a brand new engine for the game, absolutely release a new game. But if you're putting out the same game with very minor tweaks and new people in it, it's pretty whack. Like, it's just pretty shitty of a company to do.
Well, they know people are gonna fucking buy that shit, so
But
they
people
don't give a
do it, so
fuck. They don't give a fuck.
they make their money. But like, there are a couple wrestling games coming out that, I mean, I'm a huge wrestling fan, obviously. My name has a wrestling company in it. That it's from virtual. Oh shit, I'm gonna butcher it now. Obviously the AEW game, but there's another one. Is it virtual online wrestling? Virtual basement wrestling. I think that's the one. Yeah. That they're just gonna keep updating it, and they're not gonna be like, oh, new game next year, new game year after that. They're just like gonna keep updating it, put more people.
That's good.
And the same with the AEW one, I hope. But getting off track. Let's get to the winner. A great game. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Everyone's nostalgia trip that they loved for a bit. I played it for a bit. It's been a while. I should go back to it. But I mean, yeah, like it's the same thing you remember it being. It's a bunch of maps. You could do crazy ass tricks that are obviously not realistic, but it doesn't need to be.
It's a game.
It's a fucking game, guys. Just relax.
Even if you're not a skater, it's fun to play this game. I'm
Oh
not a
hell,
skater, and I just fucking
I've
love it.
never done a trick on a skateboard in my life. I struggle to ride my longboard, but this game, it's great. Like it's just a fun time.
I think
Tagline for the game: it's just a fun time.
it's just a fun time. Tagline for any game: it's just a fun time. Stop bitching about shit and little mechanics and plot and shit. Shut the fuck up.
I don't know about that. I definitely shit on plenty of games.
Then shut the fuck up. I think it's time we move on to the next category.
About it.
You know, I don't know shit about. So this category is best simulator / strategy game. The nominees are Crusader Kings #3 by Paradox Development Studio, Desperados 3 by Me Games, Gears Tactics by Splash Damage, XCOM Chimera Squad by Firaxis, and then the
Firaxis, you got it.
Firaxis. I swear, these developers, they're like, hey, we're gonna fuck up our name just for some dumbass kid with a podcast. He's just gonna fuck up with the wording. But the winner is Microsoft Flight Simulator by Asobo.
Xbox. Yep.
I mean, I can see
Go
why that won, because, you know, you're flying a plane, you're looking over what the best they can do graphics of the real world, and you're just flying a plane and looking down. It seems, I was going to say fun, but I guess
it's entertaining. I don't know if it's fun, really, but yeah, no. So the real draw for Microsoft Flight Sim was that they have the entire world like mapped. Like some of it's obviously a lot more detailed than others. Like there's some really like detailed landscapes that look exactly like what they should. There's some that look kind of dog shit still. At least from when I watched it, that was a while ago. That was like closer to when it released. But yeah, it's cool. Like not my thing. If I wanted to go see Google images of places, I could just go on Google.
Yeah.
It's not my game, because on this list, the only one I don't know anything about really is Desperados.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually seen it on Epic Games and thought like it I didn't really know anything about it. I didn't really think too much about it. The other ones though, great games.
Really?
Starting with the one I have played, XCOM Chimera Squad. Great game. I love XCOM. XCOM is a great series. It's a tactical turn-based strategy game. If you don't know anything about XCOM, it's aliens took over the world basically, and you're leading the resistance. Chimera Squad it's different from the original 2 XCOM games. It's like you, instead of getting like random like army dudes, and you can customize those people, like you could rename them and everything, which is a really cool thing about XCOM. Like you can customize your people, rename them and all that. XCOM Chimera Squad, you have like a set list of people that you start with. They're all different, like different races. And some of them are aliens, actual aliens that have turned on their species and are fighting with the people now. It's cool. It's a great game. I really enjoyed it. Strategy is my kind of thing. Really enjoy it.
I was looking up XCOM Chimera Squad, and then I saw a snake pop up, and I was like, "Whoa, this is cool." And then Rule 34 of that said snake was thrown at me. So if you love big titty albino snakes, this game is for you.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Honestly, any game with a fine ass female that's not really female, it's just a different breed. That's a game for anybody.
Yeah. Yep. Not much more you need to say about XCOM.
Big titty albino snakes.
The other 2 I haven't played, but I've seen both of them played. Gears Tactics is very much like XCOM. You control like your squad in a turn-based strategy style against, what's the enemy in Gears? Is it the Horde? What is it? I can't remember. I've played the Gears games, I promise, but I'm blanking out. It's not like my big series. Like I've played them a couple times. But yeah, it seemed like a good game. Very much XCOM style. Like you have your like a squad, you can rename and all of that. Different weapons. I didn't watch too much on it though, so I can't go too in depth. The last one though, CK3, Crusader Kings 3, looks fantastic. It's a great game. I wish I had friends that would play it because it looks like so much fun to do. Crusader Kings 2 was pretty famous for being impossible to get into. Like it's just a super complex, difficult game. Like it takes hours and hours to figure out how to play it.
Holy shit.
CK3 on the other hand, they made it a lot more accessible. They made it make a lot more sense. But if you've never heard or seen a Crusader Kings 3 game, you start in like 800 whatever or 1000 something. Like there's 2 different starting times, and you control a kingdom or like a duchy or whatever, like a big or small territory. You start as the king or whoever you pick, and if he dies, you choose his heir, or like you move on to someone else, and like you can get married, you can have a court full of women that you also cheat with. You can
revolutionary gameplay.
It is, honestly, it's huge. Like you can do anything in that game. Like you can wage wars with anyone around you. You can plot to kill your brother. You can.
Holy fuck.
It's everything. It's so good. I might try to get you and some other people to buy it just so we could play it.
He's gonna point a gun at me.
I'm gonna force him to do it. If you don't ever see One Hell of a Podcast again, it's because he refused to buy CK3.
And I am under a basement in this location. Please help, Santa. I have the cure for COVID. I can help.
Oh shit, everybody.
The reason I haven't released it is because I want to stay inside longer.
Wow, this guy.
Yeah, selfish cunt boy.
just like America and the cure for most diseases.
Do you think they have some cures for diseases?
Oh, I
wouldn't doubt it.
I'm almost certain of it, bro. There's so much more money in treating things than curing things.
The conspiracy theories just clicked on and they're like, yes, we're interested now.
Bro, I mean, we could make this entire podcast about conspiracy shit after this if you want.
I am down. I'm down.
Fuck it. All right. But yeah, CK3. I'm honestly surprised that Microsoft Flight Sim won, but I guess it's just a lot easier game to get into. More people probably played it than the medieval fucking dark age simulation where you have to micromanage everything. Or I mean, you don't even have to do that. Like, you can just go around like getting people's wives to cheat with you if you want. If that's all you want to do in that game, you could do that. And you can like gain favor with different like kings. It's really, you could do whatever you want. So a little surprising, but you got to cater to more people, I guess.
Yeah.
So the next category was the best family game appropriate for family play. Doesn't matter what genre, what platform, anything like that. The nominees were Paper Mario, the Origami King, from Intelligent Systems Nintendo. There was Minecraft Dungeons, obviously from Mojang. There was Mario Kart Live, Home Circuit from Velan Studios Nintendo. Fall Guys, again, seen them already. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Obviously, a very long-awaited return from Crash Bandicoot. That's from Toys for Bob, Activision. But the winner, another game we've seen already on this list from Nintendo, was Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Which is trash.
Which is trash. Yeah, so have you played any of these? Well, any of the ones we haven't talked about yet?
No, I have not. But the only games that piqued my interest, well, Mario Kart. I've played Mario Kart, but I haven't bought the whole live action VR shit, like with the
Oh, is that a
little.
VR game? Is that what you said?
So you know what that is, right?
Uh, I mean, I know what Mario Kart is, but
So in this one, you buy a RC Mario
dude,
Kart.
hold on. You're going robot on me.
Oh, am I
I'm
going
sorry.
robot? Oh no, let me.
Yeah, I haven't understood the last few sentences.
I'm
Oh
gonna.
no, I hear you. I hear you now.
Okay,
Wait,
okay. Yeah,
give
I'm
it a sec.
good. My voice
Now
connected
my now
great.
my internet's going down, but
I
can
can
you
hear you
hear me
good.
still? It's like, all right, fuck it, let's keep going.
Yeah, I can hear
Back
you.
to where we were.
So
um,
in the Mario Kart Live
Mario
home
Kart.
circuit, you buy this little RC car, this little RC Mario Kart, and it has a camera
Oh,
where
I know which one this is now.
yeah,
Okay, now I know which one this is.
yeah, and for those who don't
It's AR,
know,
not VR. It's augmented
yeah,
reality. Okay.
AR. Yeah, for those who don't know, you have this little RC car you could put in your living room, and you can build your own circuit in your living room, and you can see through the camera from the little RC car and drive around and see the the scenery of your living room in this little RC car.
Yeah, and so the augmented reality of it is through this camera you see like obstacles in the game that obviously aren't there in real life. Um, it's funny. I've seen a video of someone playing it, and they have a dog, and the dog
Oh
starts
yeah.
chasing after it. Yeah,
Moist Critical, right?
I have no idea who it was.
I think it was Moist Critical.
The name sounds familiar, so probably.
Moist Critical, come on the podcast, please.
Give us your audience, please.
Please. And then
Uh,
the only two games, well, of course, Fall Guys, but the other two games that piqued my interest are Paper Mario and Crash Bandicoot, of course.
yeah. So personally, I when I was a kid, loved Crash Bandicoot. I've never ever given two shits about Mario. Hate me if you want. My first time that I ever played Mario was Super Smash Bros.
Fuck, that's pretty
Like
close.
I don't. I've never played a Mario game by itself, so I couldn't tell you anything about Paper Mario
Paper Mario is what's the word?
besides it's 2D. Like I understand the art direction of it.
It's a RPG. RPG is like turn based,
Oh,
right?
that's the RPG one. Well,
Yeah,
RPG just means role playing, but yeah,
yeah. It's a. I don't even know the fuck it is. It's. I forgot the term. As you can see, I'm a real gamer and I know all the terms.
real gamer.
Fuck, what's.
It is described as do 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 down. Fuck. Hello?
Hello?
Oh shit.
What's up?
Hello?
Hello? Hello, hello? Hello, hello.
Oh, I heard you for a second.
I can hear you clearly. I think.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I was just lagging for a sec. Sorry. Okay, we're
Oh,
good
okay.
now. We're good now.
Yeah, so
Scuffed podcast.
that's the brand. So
Um,
yeah, it's kind of an excuse to help us with, but yeah, we're scuffed. Yeah, it's an RPG.
yeah.
JRPG.
It's got some puzzle game to it. It's got some adventure stuff. It's turn based. Cool.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Never.
it's got a lot of the dialogue with the characters is it won't make your gut hurt after laughing so hard, but it will give sometimes will give you a slight chuckle, but maybe it will give you a smile. But like they're very smart dialogue, and it's really it gives a nod to
And we're
like
gone again.
God damn it. Hello?
Bro.
I'm green on my side.
I'm green now and I heard you.
Okay. I mean, the game is very self-aware of what it is, and it's pretty funny when the games are self-aware of themselves.
Yeah. I feel that when it jokes about itself.
And then with Crash Bandicoot, I haven't played it, but if the jumping and landing, if they fix it where like you jump and you fucking fall through the fucking floor, even though you're sure that you landed on the platform, if they kind of fix that, I can fuck with it. Cause
Yeah, I haven't played this one either, but I definitely played the earlier ones.
I know Crash Bandicoot could be very, very what's the word? Unforgiving if you land
Yeah,
incorrectly.
for sure, for
But
sure.
look at Crash. Like he's such a lovable character. Who can look at that face and hate him?
I mean, yeah, obviously Crash Bandicoot, iconic character, like
Iconic.
super iconic character,
All
almost as iconic as the other nominee for this, Minecraft Steve in Minecraft Dungeons.
I mean, I didn't give two shits about Minecraft Dungeons because it's like it's a Minecraft and what's the game? WoW, right?
Um, I guess you could call it that. I mean, does it have like all the abilities and stuff like that? Like,
I don't think it has, but it's like that genre of game. That's the best I can say. I don't know like
oh,
WoW and League of Legends, but Minecraft.
I think there's probably a better comparison, but I can't really think of it. But I mean, it's basically just hack and slash Minecraft.
Hmm.
Like you just like you're given like not really a map, I guess a map, but top down and you fight enemies.
Fight
Not really
hordes.
what people play Minecraft for, I would say.
I
But
bet there are people that don't want to even build or do shit. They just
well,
want to go out and fight zombies. I bet there are people that do that.
I mean, no, like definitely like I'm kind of the opposite of most Minecraft people. I'm the least artistic, the least aesthetically uh leaning or like I don't care what my house looks like, but I'll build the house. But I still like the game. Like you could still just do so much in Minecraft, whether or not it's the base game or every add-on, every mod, every other thing.
Oh
Like
yeah,
it's
look.
just the perfect canvas to do whatever you want.
Yes.
Dungeons is not that at all. Like it's just stab, slash.
It,
As far as I know,
it's
I've
no longer a
seen maybe 5 minutes
canvas.
of it. Yeah.
And the winner of Animal Crossing, nobody cares about that shit.
We've already talked about Animal Crossing. I
Get
mean,
that garbage
fair
out of
enough,
here.
that is a canvas, but there's just a lot less painting and tools that you could use to make it entertaining.
I look at the game and there's just so much potential. And a lot of people love the simplicity of fucking
Oh yeah,
building a
like
house. The thing is, I know this game you don't play it for like 8 hours. You can play for 8 hours straight, but like say there's an objective where you have to get this much money to buy a house. You can only put in so much hours, not even out. Well, for me it was like minutes, but you can only put so
yeah.
much time into the game and you hit this wall where you're unable
No,
to
you can't progress anymore.
you you can't progress, so you all you're left is with the little side tasks that give you money, but it's not even enough money, so you just have to be fishing for hours and hours. It's not even fun fishing. It's literally like running around the island trying to find shit, and that's not fun to me.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, I'm like, we're not the only opinion on this because there are people who stream this every day and get tons of viewers.
Oh yeah, there's a
So
big ass
all
fan
power
base.
to them.
Hey, to each their
But
own. These are if you're getting offended by our opinions, these are opinions. Shut the
these
fuck
are
up.
our opinions. These are not facts by any means. These are just what we think about these games.
And if you get bitchy, shut the fuck up. I don't care.
Go away.
Go away. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. But yeah, these games, hey, Animal Crossing doesn't make my dopamine levels rise, but these other games do.
Fair enough. So
Yeah.
let's move it on to the next category.
Oh, speaking of dopamine rising levels, best fighting games. Now you know, whenever there's beef, there is a game that you set aside. Like in my household, is either Injustice or NBA. Those are the two games that settle fights. But for best fighting game, the nominees are I have never heard of this one, but Ram Blue Fantasy Versus by Arc System Works, a fucking Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition by Dimps, a freaking OG.
Capcom.
Freaking OG. One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows, which if you've never seen One Punch Man, and even if you're not into anime, you should watch One Punch Man. It's a
Oh,
really funny show.
hilarious, bro. Like, you don't have to like anime to watch it. It is hilarious.
It's more, well, yes, of
I
course,
didn't,
it's an action anime, but it's more comedy because it's
yeah, I didn't
just
realize that they had made a like a big fighting game and
no
fucking Bandai Namco, which is like a huge company.
nobody did until it was nominated, and then people were like, "Wait, who nominated this game?" And
And then
then
another game I've never heard of.
yes, it's just a bunch of anime bitches. Under
Un
Night and Birth X, late, what? French bread,
CLR? What the
CLR.
hell? Yeah.
If you love
I don't
anime
even know how you're
bitches,
supposed to name that or say that name.
if you love anime bitches, this is the game for you. But the winner, which I love this game, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate by NetherRealm Studios.
Yeah, so I'll drop my unwanted, unpopular opinion.
All
Never been big on fighting games. It's never been my deal.
right, you're off the podcast.
And the podcast there, just cut it.
Just cut.
Black screen.
I edit like a robot voice of yours, like I love fighting games. I love
I
fighting
love
games.
fighting games.
And there, I'll just cut that out.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm an only child, so maybe that has part to do with it.
I'm
Never
so
really,
sorry.
never really played fighting games. I played wrestling games, loved wrestling games as a kid, but never cared about Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, any of them.
I would put
I have,
wrestling games in the same category.
I assume they were, but they're just not popular compared to Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, like anything like that. But
Every household of my cousin, they always had a wrestling game.
yeah, but also the last WWE game was hot garbage, so that might have something to do with
Oof.
it.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Yeah, like it's in the same vein of how every game just keeps releasing
Mm.
the same thing. Oh, but also they didn't release a wrestling game this year because 20 was so garbage. They said we're gonna skip 21 and just work on 22 because people hated it so much. So that's probably why it's not
Wow.
nominated.
Maybe
Uh,
that's a good reason though. They're like, all right, we see that this game was shit. You guys didn't like this. We're gonna work on it better.
which yeah, all power to them. I love wrestling games. Like I just got back into wrestling fairly recently. Always loved the games. Whether or not I watched the show, I always loved the game. Um, but I have played a little bit of Mortal Kombat. Uh, it's fun. Like it's just not my style. Not my kind of game.
Not your
Not
tea.
not trying to remember all these combos. I'm a button
Yeah.
masher. when I play these kind of games.
The only character in any fighting game I know the combos to heart is Injustice, and that's Batman, and that's only because I'm a huge Batman fan. So I was like, I need to learn all his moves.
I've played a little more Injustice than any other fighting game probably, and like it was good. Like it definitely helps the game to have characters that you're a little bit interested in, like have a
Yeah,
superhero.
like
Like
with
I
Marvel
know
versus. Oh, you go,
Scorpion.
you go.
I know Scorpion. I know Sub-Zero. I know I think Jax is a character, but other than that, I probably couldn't name. There's a white guy that's like
There were a lot. Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage is the one I was thinking of. Other than that, yeah, I couldn't name another one. I've I've also been told I need to watch the movies, no matter how
uh,
trash they are. No matter how trash they are, to watch the movie.
I say don't,
Okay,
because they're just very outdated.
fair.
I would just say play the games. That's all I can say. Don't watch the fucking movie. I think they're making a show though. Either a show or
Interesting.
a movie, but I'm excited to see that. I'm not gonna bring up my hopes because what if it's shit? But like,
Could be
hey,
good, could be trash. Who
yeah, it
knows?
could be. Who knows? I'm just gonna wait and watch it.
Yeah.
Um.
You were gonna say something about Street Fighter, I think.
Oh, I was gonna say about Marvel versus Capcom,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
and I was never much of a Capcom fan. I was into Marvel, and that's why I bought the game because I was like, oh, I can play as Ghost Rider, Iron Man, Spider Man. This is cool. But those were the only characters I would play as, or Morrigan, because I thought she was hot when I was a kid. She's still hot. She's still hot. Um, but when I saw Injustice being created by the creators of Mortal Kombat, I was like, holy fucking shit, this is sick. I'm definitely getting this, and I just busted my nuts. But Mortal Kombat is funny with my relationship with Mortal Kombat. When I was a kid, my mom was the type of parent to not give me and my brother like violent video games, like not even rated T games. She would give us like Mario or Pokemon or
Really? Wow. I
yeah.
always I always at least got rated T, but no, I was the same. I couldn't get M.
We got rated T eventually at some age, but it wasn't like crazy. It was just, let's see. I think Batman. Yeah, Batman was rated T. I think I got
Yeah,
that shit.
probably.
Funny, the first official rated M game I've ever bought was Batman Arkham Knight.
Wow.
And that's not even bad. But that's because like I was only interested in that game. I never wanted to buy like Call of Duty or any of that other shit until
I
now.
I feel. Yeah, so I grew up on wrestling games, so I had to have T.
I
But
needed the T.
um yeah, my first rated M game was fucking probably like GTA 5 or something. I can't think of one
Mm.
before that. Like I or no, there was were there Call of Duties that were rated M?
Aren't they all?
Are they all? Then those.
Yeah, they're all
Oh
rated
no.
M.
You know what? Yeah, I remember my grandma, like I went to go pick up a game and my grandma had to go inside to like pick it up.
Now we're big
But yeah, I don't
boys.
yeah, no, yeah. Modern Warfare 2 was definitely rated M.
I remember going to my friend's house, and me and my brother we only had the Wii, and my friend had the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, and they would be playing Mortal Kombat, and we'll get our asses whooped because we never play the
Oh
game, and
yeah,
of
of
course
course.
they know how to play the game. But I was just so intrigued with the lore and just ninjas just ripping people apart and this just cartoony violence.
Oh
Plus,
yeah, the fucking the fatalities were always just like blew my mind.
oh yeah, but I did fuck with Mortal Kombat 11. I love when a game gives you the power to customize your character. I love that. I love sinking
Oh, you could
hours
actually
in.
customize your character in that game?
Oh yeah, you can with like Scorpion. You can have a different spear. You can have a different mask, and they also brought back. So they made new masks, and they also paid homage from the old games and brought like OG masks.
That's cool.
Yeah, they kind of did a bit of customization with Mortal Kombat X, but 11 was the first game to like fully like give you power to change like Like if you went online, your Scorpion would be completely different with another Scorpion.
For sure. I feel you. For a second, I thought you meant you could like make your own character, and
Nah,
I was real intrigued when I was thinking that.
fighting games need to do that.
That would be crazy.
That would be sick. And you can like
Like
choose a faction.
that's where wrestling games have it. Like even if it's a ball ache to do to like make characters, you still have the option of like so much like customization with that.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hey, maybe after game developers see the unique creations from Cyberpunk, they'll be like, oh, maybe we'll add more creations.
yeah, the next people that want to spend 7 years making a game.
Fuck. Hey, I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Fuck it. That's as good a spot as any to move on
And now that we move on.
to the best role-playing game. This is rich player character customization and progression, exactly what we're talking about, including massively multiplayer experiences. So the first one is a game I have seen on the App Store for a long time, or not on the App Store, but on like YouTube ads and everything all the time. Never once looked at. It is called Genshin Impact from MiHoYo. Don't know anything about it. Next game, I'm actually surprised did not win. I've heard so much about it. This is one of the most popular series of like Japanese RPGs ever. It's Persona 5 Royale from Atlas, P Studio, Sega. Next one, not too familiar with. It is Wasteland 3 from In Exile, I think that's how you say it, and Deep Silver.
Yeah.
And then the last one, another great series of games, is Yakuza Like a Dragon from Ryu Ga Gotoku from Sega. But the winner, sorry, one more. The winner, of course, from Square Enix, it is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh, give us your thoughts and opinions, what you know about these,
Fuck. All right, so
if anything.
I have seen Genshin Impact, and it's like
Okay, tell me. Yeah.
it's been like joked as like the joke is the Breath of the Wild killer, like open.
Oh,
It's just a joke because there was an image where there was the character by the grass and by the water, and the art. I wouldn't say they ripped them off. It just looks similar to Breath of the Wild.
okay. I got
So,
you.
but it's like open world. You got tasks, missions. You know the whole usual open world. Fucking, I think it's you fight with swords and shit and
Yeah, I
magic.
could see swords in the picture, and it looks like that one's like a mage, whatever, something. Which
Yeah,
interesting. Um, yeah, never seen any gameplay or anything from it.
I have heard of Yakuza, whatever the fuck you want
Oh
to.
yeah, sorry,
I don't
like a
know.
pleb, I said it wrong. It is Yakuza. You're right.
Yakuza.
It
I
is
don't know.
Yakuza.
Hey,
That's
which
the correct way to say it is Yakuza.
is it Yakuza?
Yeah, it is Yakuza.
Okay. Yakuza Like a Dragon. It's like a beat 'em up game, right?
Yes,
And
I
honestly,
think.
like the Yakuza games are very famous for just being fun, beating 'em up, like combat. It's just a fun time with the Yakuza games.
Yeah, I mean, there's from what I've seen, I've never played any of the Yakuza games, but I know that they are very, very popular, very loved. But there's a lot to do. From like one of the best reviews that I heard, one of the best the things they liked about it most
You're going
was
robot.
that this is the first. Oh shit! Sorry.
No, it's all
Um,
good.
you hear me now, or am I still robot?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. So one of the most glowing reviews, one of the best things that this person liked about it, I can't remember who it was, but what they said was it was the first game that they played where they actively wanted to do all the little mini games more than progress with the main story. It was that much fun to do
Wow.
Every little thing in the game. That it didn't matter that it was like, yo, you're just letting the main quest sit there. Kind of weird. No, I don't care. I like this puzzle thing that I'm doing. This is extremely fun. Which, I mean, I thought that was weird, but
I love
tweets
when
their
games
own.
do that though. Like they just pull you away from the main plot, and you're just stuck having fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you're having fun, then they've obviously done their job correctly. Like, doesn't matter what part of the game you're having fun with. If you could find something in the game that you're having fun with, they did it.
Now that is a very helpful review. Most people were like, "Oh, this is fun, titties," or "This is shit," because there's two gay girls.
Oh my god, we'll get into that.
We'll get into. Oh my god, I
Let's
forgot
save
about
that.
that. Holy shit.
Let's save that. But yeah, other than that, I'm not actually sure what the actual gameplay of Yakuza is really like. I just know that it has a shit ton of stuff to do in it. Do you know anything about Wasteland 3? I don't even know what that is.
I have no fucking idea.
All right, sorry, in
Wasteland.
exile. We'll get to you in a sec. You could look it up for a sec.
Uh oh, it's I guess an RPG.
Well, it's obviously an RPG. It's up for best role playing game.
Oh fuck, yeah. My brain kind of
um,
yeah. It's your basic
it's like
RPG
saying it
game.
looks like a shooter game because they're all carrying massive guns.
Yeah, it's your basic RPG. I look at it and there's
Nothing jumps out at you
nothing unique out of it.
for sure. Persona 5 is definitely unique if we're gonna go on that word.
Nah, same shit.
Uh,
uh,
have you ever seen anything from Persona?
I am looking at it right now, and I do like the art.
It is a crazy art style, but it's like one of like I've said it already, one of the most beloved series ever. Like I've never played a Persona game, so I can't say much, but I know a lot of the a lot of the like streamers and stuff that I followed have a massive soft spot for Persona and have played multiple Persona games. I don't know if they played them all, but it doesn't look like the kind of game I would play. Like I don't care about how you interact with all of these other characters, but it's definitely has a huge audience.
Oh yeah, I remember people were busting nuts when that character joined Smash Bros.
Oh, really? There's a
Yeah.
Persona character. That's cool.
And then everybody was like, "Holy shit, it's this guy!" And I'm like, "Who the fuck is this? Where's Minecraft Steve?"
You eventually got Minecraft Steve.
And then I didn't buy the DLC because I fell off of Smash Bros.
Whoa.
Well, it's
That's
because nobody
funny.
comes through in place, but Smash Bros will always be a game that you need in your arsenal.
I feel you. Yeah. I didn't get the most recent one. I had the one that was on Wii.
Ooh, Brawl.
Brawl. Yeah, Brawl. I had Brawl. That was
I
a good one.
loved Brawl. The art style was so good.
Yeah, I played a lot of that actually, now that I think about it.
I love Brawl.
Um shit. So while we're on the topic of series of games that have huge fan bases, the winner of best role-playing game for 2020 was the Final Fantasy VII remake. Like I said already. Again, I'm an asshole. I've never played a Final Fantasy game.
Neither have I.
Okay, fair enough. But I
But
have seen some gameplay of it, and it looks like a great game. Say that.
so, people can fucking hate me on this, but like using not my own opinion, but you know who Video Game Donkey is?
Nope, never heard of them.
Oh shit. So, Video Game Donkey, for those who don't know, and if you're a gamer, AJ, and you don't know who Video Game Donkey is, what the fuck are you doing with your life? But
This
Video
fool's
Game
got like 10K subs. I'm gonna be mad at you for expecting me to know who it is.
Oh, he's got like 6 mil, I think.
Jesus. Okay, that's why I don't know who it is. I don't care about those crazy huge streams.
Oh no, this
Six and a
guy's
half or YouTube, sorry.
this
Six
guy's
and a half mil, yep.
this guy's different. So, Video Game Donkey, he reviews video games, you know? And
Yep.
sometimes with reviews, he will poke fun at the game, or um or sometimes he'll have a serious video where he like breaks down, and they're very short videos. Like in today's world with YouTube, you gotta have like 10-minute long videos to get money. This guy would drop like 6-minute videos.
Most of the videos on his front page are like 7 minutes or less.
Yeah, like this, I can see like this guy is not doing it for the money. He's just doing content. But
Well, I mean, he obviously gets the fucking ads and shit. Like,
yeah, but it helps like if you got longer videos with today's
oh yeah,
algorithm.
yeah.
But this guy, I trust, like he's one of the only one of the few reviewers I trust, because he's blatantly, what's the word? He's
Objective.
honest. He's very honest. Like if people are, like with a lot of YouTubers, they suck the dick of the developers, or
Or they
or
hop on the train of the hate train
yeah,
with
they
everyone
hop
else. Yeah,
they hop
yeah,
on the train, they hop on the trend, and he will either hop on the trend if he thinks the game is good, or
yeah,
if
yeah.
people
Okay.
if people are saying like, oh, this game is shit, then he'll be like, actually, this game's pretty good. Like y'all should give it a try. But
Okay. So what did he have to say about Final Fantasy VII remake? The remake of Final Fantasy VII.
I can't remember. He gives like 5 out of whatever games, and I knew like a lot of like once again, like like people will give games like IGN will give a game like 9 out of 10 or some shit like that.
Yep.
I think he gave Red Dead Redemption 3 out of 5, which is like, hey, this is a fun game, play it. And I loved Red Dead Redemption, but like he was like, hey, this is a fun game, play it, go ahead. I think he gave Final
Yep.
Fantasy 2 out of 5, but he was breaking down the interactions with the characters and the plot of the story. And if you kind of break it down, it's pretty shit. A character dies, and he was saying like you don't get enough time spent with this character to actually get attached to this character.
So
So,
has he? Go ahead. Sorry.
oh, you were gonna say?
Has he played the original? Is it, or is he just going off of this as a standalone game?
I think he's played the OG.
Okay.
I think so. Yes, I'm trying to remember. I've recently watched this video and I'm freaking blinking because my brain doesn't have enough oxygen. But
Yeah, because I mean, just on that point, like on that point alone, I don't see what, like, a character's death early in the story, whether or not you've grown super attached to it, like, depending on how the other characters react and how they go through the story from there, like, it's still like it doesn't have to be this like huge moment to you at to begin with for it to matter at the end. Like,
yeah,
if that makes.
yeah, I'm trying to remember.
But, like, I didn't watch the whole thing, I didn't play the whole thing. It's not like, I've never played any of them, so I didn't care about the story. Like, I know I would get crucified by a ton of people for that,
I
but,
don't give a
like
fuck. Come at me.
but it like, if you care about the story, it seemed like a fun game. Like, I watched, the first maybe hour or 2 of it, and it seemed like, it sold me on the story, it seemed compelling, like,
Mm.
without having any background knowledge of it, but I didn't have to play it, so who knows?
I remember there was a video where he was talking about like haters on him, and this guy made 2 videos on Donkey, like 2 20-minute videos, and with
Weirdos.
huh
I said weirdos.
very big weirdos, because they knew if they made a video about Donkey, they're gonna get views, because they're like,
Big
yes,
clicks.
we're gonna use clickbait. But with Donkey, if he's gonna review a game, he's definitely played the game all the way through. And this guy, he was saying, I can't believe Donkey will talk shit on this game. Like, and multiple times throughout the video, he will say like, and once again, I just want to say I've never played this game, but I don't like. He was just saying I haven't played this game, but Donkey's saying it's shit. I don't like his opinion. And then
What a guy.
there was a IGN review or article where the dude said, "Oh, I've played this game like not even halfway through, but here is my opinion and here's my full review." And then Donkey's like, "This guy hasn't even gone through halfway through the game. How is he gonna give a review and talk about the entirety of the game. Like you can't give your honest opinion on a game until you've honestly beat it, you know?
I mean, yeah, yes and no. Like, I don't think you need to beat Red Dead 2 to be able to say, yes, I recommend this. No, I don't recommend this. Like, there's certainly a point in the game where you're like, where you get access to all of the game, and like, I don't like. You can criticize the story and everything after you're done, but like, if you're gonna review just the gameplay and all that, like, I don't think you necessarily need to beat the game.
I think you need to like sink some hours into it to
Oh,
finally.
for absolutely, but like, and I've heard IGN's pretty bad, like, can be bad about that. IGN fairly often inflate their scores anyway to be nice to the game, but
Oh yeah, and
like,
but
at just
uh,
in
eh,
general, like, go ahead.
but there's just like, hey, you need a review. Who pops up first? IGN.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Like, they're the monopoly of it, basically.
And then also
Um,
he, like you said, they would. What you say something about the developers? Like
oh, they always kind of like they give high scores just to kind of be buddy buddies with the devs a little bit. Like,
that's a thing.
this game that a lot of people don't like, yeah, we'll give it a 7, sure.
Donkey has said like he's ruined his relationships with companies because he was so blatantly honest with their
Oh
games,
yeah, I mean,
and they're like, yeah,
like,
this guy, we're not gonna give it to him, and that's
oh,
why.
where they give them the review copy and all that, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I stand by Donkey. Like, if I want somebody's like, I don't I don't want to find out if this game's good. I want to find somebody's honest opinion. I'm gonna go to Donkey.
I feel. Yeah, like, I normally don't go watch reviews or anything before I buy them. But like, if I like, there are plenty of YouTubers that I watch that will play games, and based on their opinions of the game while they're playing, I might be more or less inclined to buy it. But I'm not like seeking out their game reviews. Like, the last person that I would even call a game reviewer that I was like a huge fan of was Total Biscuit, R.I.P.
Did he
Um,
die?
Oh, yeah, he died a few years ago now.
Oh,
He, maybe 4
R.I.P.
years ago? 5 years ago? Yeah, he was one of the best, again, super honest opinion, just, like the way you're talking about Dunkey, but he was the biggest video game nerd, like, he knows everything about the industry, or he knew, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, he had a series called WTF Is, and like, it would be like WTF is Final Fantasy VII remake. But
Mm-hmm.
and then he would do like 20 to 40 minutes going in depth about the mechanics, without trying to spoil too much of the story, but like what was good about it, what was bad about it, and
Mm-hmm.
he was super honest about it too. But since like, I've never really followed a dedicated reviewer like that
Yeah.
since then. But like, so I'll just get my opinion based on like people who play games' opinion. Like, they're not like, they could shit on games and still get views. It's not an issue for them,
Yeah. There's another also with Donkey. He does other like content. You should check him out. It's really entertaining.
for sure.
There's this YouTuber. His name is the Russian Badger.
I've
His
heard that name.
Yeah, his main spiel is Rainbow Six Siege, but he will play other games and he'll give like an essay on the game. Like, oh, like one time he played a game, it was like a point and click game of Jurassic Park. And he was just yeah, he would just give like a summary or essay of the game. And his whole thing with games, like he's like, if it's fun as fuck, I don't care if it's dumb, some shitty mechanics. If it's fun, it's a good game to me. And
Yeah,
I fuck
yeah.
with that. I fuck with that.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's where I find it hard to like trust a dedicated reviewer's opinion, because that's all it is. It's just that person's opinion of a game. Like,
Mhm.
they're not necessarily right. Like, I could still hate the game even if they say it's a 10 out of 10,
Oh
just
yeah.
based on my preference. Like, they could call it the technically perfect game, and I still might not like it. But here with fucking Binding of Isaac Rebirth, a 6-year-old game on my screen that's still fun as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do that. Like if somebody says like, "Oh, this is a good game," I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy that game because he says so." Nah, I can't do that.
Yeah, no, I gotta look into it first, see if I would like it, see like based on his opinion, based on what that person generally likes, what would my opinion be? Shit like that.
And you, listener, listening to this podcast, yeah, you.
Formulate your own opinion.
Yes, don't listen to us. Don't listen to other people. People, I remember when I was working and me and my friends, we were talking about Red Dead Redemption. And these customers, they started talking about like, oh, the second one is not as good as the first one. And then that kind of like affected me because I was like, oh, I low key want to buy this game because it's out and cowboy game, sick as fuck. And then I went, I
And
was
it
like,
was. And it was.
it was a cowboy game. And then when I wait, what?
I was saying and it was sick as fuck.
Oh yeah. And when I played it, I was like, I love this game. What the fuck were those fools talking about?
I mean,
To each their
I
own.
think I might agree though. I think I might have liked the first one better. I don't know. I haven't played the first one in a long time, but I mean,
I haven't
I loved them both, so
I haven't played the
it's
first
tough to say.
one yet, but
Oh, you've
when
never played the first? Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna
When you say the first one, when I say the first one, I mean Red Dead Redemption 1. Are
yeah.
you talking about Red Dead Redemption 1 or Red Dead Revolver?
What the fuck? I'm talking about Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah,
There's a
that's the
revolver?
second. So Red Dead Revolver is the original one from years ago for the original Xbox, I want to say. Yeah, that's what
Revolver.
spawned the series was Red Dead Revolver.
And that's the one you're talking about?
No. When I meant to say Red Dead 1. Red
Yeah,
Dead
with
Redemption
John
1.
Marston, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
In Red Dead Revolver, I think you play his dad, I want to say.
John's dad?
I think so. I mean, I don't think I ever actually played Red Dead Revolver through. I saw people play it, but
Honestly, I think Donkey did a review on Red Dead Revolver. It looks familiar to me.
yeah,
But
but uh
with
Re-
Red Dead 2, you play as Arthur, and
yes,
then
Arthur Morgan.
you're friends with John Marston, and then Red Dead 1, you're John Marston, which you become John Marston's son. Spoilers for after like what? How many years?
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
I don't think it
What
matters.
was his son's name?
His son, fuck was his name? Who cares? Son. No, his name is Boy. Boy. But I haven't finished the epilogue for Red Dead 2, so when I finish the epilogue, I'm gonna jump into Red Dead 1 and then go from there to make it a continuous story.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they're both great games.
Oh
I
yeah.
won't. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They were both great games.
Red Dead
Oh, his
2,
son was Jack. His son was Jack. I had to go look at that real
Jack.
quick.
Two games
Um,
that can just pull you away from the plot and you just get lost into the wilderness and the west.
Bro, honestly, that's why I'm thinking I need to buy Red Dead Online because fuck it, just to go hunting online.
That'd be fun. I couldn't get into GTA too much. Online,
Oh, dude,
GTA Online.
I played so much GTA Online. If anything, just for the races, I played that game like a racing game. It was so good. Um, so if you didn't know, if you got lost in all this talk, we are still talking about the Game Awards, and we're moving on to the next category.
Oh yeah, I actually scrolled up.
The
It's
next
my
one,
turn.
yes, it's yours. Yeah, present us, sir.
Alrighty. The next set of whatever nominees: Best Action and Adventure Game. The first nomination: Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ubisoft. Ghost of Tsushima, Sucker Punch. Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Insomniac. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Moon Studios. Star Wars Jedi, Fallen Order, Respawn, and then the winner, the one you've all been waiting for, the everybody's fan favorite, The Last of Us Part 2, Naughty
Except for
Dog.
those weird like right wingers that have to hate on the game, but we'll get into that.
It's so dumb, but we'll get into that.
Yeah. So this category was for the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving, which from the 5 games that I'm familiar with definitely describes these. Like I'm not too familiar with them, some of them more than others, but
Mm-hmm.
start with the one I've never heard of. I don't know if you've heard of it. Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
So I have heard of Ori, and this is the sequel, I believe. But Ori, it's a beautiful game. It's really, I think it's the best I
It
can.
looks like it would have some cool art.
Oh, it's a beautiful game. The best I could describe it's a 2D platformer,
That would be
and
why I've never touched it.
hmm
Platformers, not my thing.
yeah, I kind of suck with platformers, but it is a very beautiful game. I will give it that.
Yeah, this art looks really cool.
I
Yeah,
I'm
Metroidvania style. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'm familiar with all these games, thankfully. Kind of. Assassin's Creed, not much.
Yeah,
Valhalla.
so it's interesting because some of these games are really new. Like Assassin's Creed Valhalla was very recently released,
Yeah, not gonna
and
lie, I
Miles
didn't even
Morales
know
was
that
pretty
game came
recent.
out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the one that I would say I'm least familiar with, even though I'm like I know a bit about it, I've seen a little bit, is Ghost of Tsushima, which is a
Mm.
huge game. I've seen a ton of people are playing it or have played it. Um, have you seen it? Have you played it?
So I haven't seen much, but the reason is because I wanted to mask my eyes from that game because I want to play that first experience. Because
Yeah, I kind of did the same. Like
yeah,
I want to play it through myself without being spoiled anything because I've heard fantastic things about that game.
oh yeah, it's the best. Even though I'm putting two beautiful games together, the best I can describe Ghost of Tsushima is Sekiro.
Yeah,
Kind of in that line.
uh, I feel like it's Sekiro without as much of the Dark Souls-ness of it.
But
Like, it's more of just the story action adventure without the brutal, uh, go back super far every time you die
yeah,
and
but
die all the time.
Ghost of Tsushima is a beautiful. I have seen images and like
Oh,
some
I've
video
seen
clips. It's a
a little
beautiful
bit
game,
of it. Yeah, it looks fantastic.
but honestly, like also you're a fucking a ninja samurai. I don't give a fuck. It's sick as fuck.
I guess he would be a samurai from what I could see.
Yeah. I
Um,
almost bought the collector's edition with the Oni mask, but I
oh,
was
that's bad.
but when I looked at it, I was like, I'm gonna be broke after this. I'm gonna worry.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so can't say too much about it because I still wanna play it.
But that's a game I'm definitely gonna play.
Yeah, fuck, I have too long a list of games I need to play.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Let's talk about Spider-Man next.
So Spider-Man, I have seen gameplay of oh lord, the first Spider-Man Insomniac game, and I
Which one
really
was that one?
it
Sorry.
was it was just called Spider-Man.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was on the PS4.
So I've heard it's basically the same game, if we're being honest.
It is. It's like it could have been DLC to be honest, but they I don't know why they did this.
Oh, yeah, 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 I remember.
Yeah, but from it's gonna even though there's gonna be like little details that are different from the first game, it's gonna be the same mechanics. So I know what I'm walking into, and it's Miles Morales. I know who Miles is. But I will say the Spider-Man game did look really fun. And I was it was one of the games that was pushing because I grew up using Xbox and seeing the Spider-Man game, it was one of the games to push me to wanting to purchase the new PlayStation just to play that game.
I feel like that's true for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, like I've seen a little bit. It looks great. Like some of the combat looks great, but I like I said, I've heard it's basically the same as the last one. But I've also heard it's super short.
Yeah. It like I said, it could have been DLC.
Yeah, that's pretty weak for a full game, full price game. Like I get most people just want to swing around anyway, which was
Oh yeah.
mostly what I want to do is just swing around. But I feel like I could just do that on the PS1 version of it and still have just as much fun.
I've heard that the swinging in this game is phenomenal compared to the previous Spider-Man games. Like they
Really?
got it
Okay.
like this swinging like you can like you
Physics
said,
are a lot better now,
you can just have fun swinging around the city.
for sure.
And that's honestly one of the reasons too I wanted to get Spider-Man just to swing around because it looks fun.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, cause I played Spider-Man 1 and 2 for like the PlayStation 1 or the Xbox or whatever it was the first one, and then PS2 I think for the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like half of the fun you had was just swinging around like an idiot.
Oh yeah, like if you're gonna play as Spider-Man, they gotta give good swinging mechanics and
Yeah,
a
and
big
I mean,
city.
uh, thankfully this was a PS5 game because I think the PS4 would probably not run it as well. But this did release for the PS4 too, didn't it?
Yes. Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I
PS4 and
assume it's
PS5.
a much better game for the PS5.
Oh yeah.
Um, alright. Assassin's Creed, you can never really go wrong with Assassin's Creed. I heard this is, the best one of the recent ones that they've released.
I kind of
Have
never was into Assassin's Creed.
Alright, fair enough. So I've played 1, 2, whatever the, like, weird titled one after that was, 3. I've played up until 4, then I stopped for a long time, then recently I went back and got, Odyssey and, there's an Egyptian one, there's a Greek one, and I have both, but I've only played some of one, I haven't even finished it. It was the Egyptian one. They're
Mm-hmm.
good, it's a very different style of combat where in the first games it was just, "Okay, you bought this weapon, but it's always just counter, kill." Just it's like it wasn't very deep combat to begin with.
You're better off
Now
assassinating.
yeah, it wasn't made to be you fighting a giant group of people.
Yeah.
I've heard this new game is a much better combat system. I haven't seen any of it though, so I don't know how they changed it.
My review on this game that I've never played nor have I seen much. My review is it's Vikings and Vikings are cool.
Yep, fair enough. Fair enough. That's as good a review as you really need,
And as you can see, they got it to a T because he's not wearing a helmet with horns,
which isn't even real.
which isn't even real. Well, I can play this game listening to Amon Amarth and just fucking jam out. And for those who don't know, that's a Viking metal band.
I figured, yeah. I didn't know, but I figured.
I figured. Or
Yeah.
Bathory.
So then next one, I haven't the one that didn't win, I have played a little bit of, and I didn't really enjoy it, but
Yeah,
I
not a lot of
know
people
people
did.
that did. I know people that did, but it wasn't my style of game again. I wanted it just for the Star Wars base, like, I wanted the story, but I couldn't suffer through the mechanics of it, like, it just wasn't
Was the combat
appealing to
wonky?
me. It wasn't even really the combat, like, the combat was okay, it just wasn't enough to make me want to do all of the needless not even exploration, but just, like, traversing of the landscape. It wasn't like it just felt like "Okay, go over here now," but there's not really gonna be much interesting to do, you just have to climb this wall and
Hmm.
walk over here. Okay, now you get to fight something. It just didn't do enough for me, but I've seen people have a ton of fun with it, and I had more fun watching it than I did playing it. I don't know
Hmm.
what that says, but
Maybe like since you haven't reached that point, maybe if you would reach like you said, you stopped after a
yeah, I
point.
stopped very quickly and got my refund because I didn't wanna
Oh,
go through it,
I was gonna say like
but
maybe that point you reached, maybe if you went further, you would have reached much more
it's
entertaining.
It's still the same game though, I watched from the beginning for a while, and it's the same game throughout, but I just I didn't have when I was watching the videos, I didn't have to pay attention when it was the boring walking through this part and going back to where you needed to go and,
Hmm.
circling back. I could just listen to the group of 4 people that were in a room having fun while I was doing whatever I was doing, and then
Yeah.
refocus while there was something going on. Um, but yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting it to be, even though it was exactly what it was described as, a Metroidvania, like, climbing, exploration, adventure, whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's about it for that. Let's get to the winner. Let's get
Oh,
to
I was just
the
gonna say
needlessly con okay, go for it before we get to it.
Yeah, well, I'm not really huge into Star Wars. I love the lore. I
Get
wouldn't
out. This is
say
my podcast now.
my podcast. Get the fuck out of here. Uh, I fuck with the whole lore of Star Wars. I fuck with it.
Oh
I'm not a
yeah.
huge fan. I don't know everything. I've seen the movies. I haven't read the comics, but it
Oh,
didn't
there's so many
really.
books.
Holy fuck, there are. Anything has a lot of comics. But it didn't really catch my attention because I've said this in the podcast previously with Gabe. I've said that with the Star Wars movies, they don't really I don't really vibe with them because it's like I prefer the how would you say, like the story of war, like with the troopers or the stormtroopers.
I feel. Yeah,
Like
yes.
like
Did you watch Clone Wars and like the animated shows?
I did watch
Uh,
Clone Wars, and I would always click off when it was about the main plot with Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi. If it was an episode about the troopers, the stormtroopers, or the clone troopers, I would stay because I was really into their story because I found them more entertaining.
That's interesting. Have you ever played? It's a really old game, so I don't know if you've ever played it.
Battlefront,
S- No, Star Wars Republic Commando.
never. Star Wars.
It was a game about a squad of 4 like elite clone troopers, and you play it as all of them. And I remember it being super fun.
Ooh, that looks
It's
cool.
really dated now though. It looks a little rough. You probably need to like figure out a way to make it look better, but
Mm-hmm.
it was a great game.
It's their Halo.
Kinda, yeah.
But I will say, The Mandalorian, beautiful show. I fuck with it hard.
For a Star Wars nerd, never
Uh,
watched it. Haven't
I
haven't even touched it.
I recommend. It's a real good show.
I just saw it was on Hulu. I didn't even realize it was on Hulu, so
The
might as
Mandalorian?
well. Yeah.
It's on Hulu.
I believe so, unless I made that up.
I think it's only on Disney Plus. You liar.
I
You speak
might have
lies.
dreamed that then, because
Oh, it's
oh, you need to
available in
add
a
Disney
bundle.
Plus to your Hulu. Yeah, okay, that's why.
Yeah, it's a bundle.
I
But
didn't realize that. I was gonna say that was the only reason I never watched it, I think, is just because it's on Disney Plus.
yeah, I mean, like with the stormtroopers is like these soldiers with guns. The Mandalorian, kind of a soldier. He's a bounty hunter. He's got a gun. He's got to protect this and that. I fuck with it more than
I mean,
dudes with the Force using their lightsabers.
shit,
I'm shitting on the
yeah,
fans, and I don't give a fuck. Come at
you're
me.
shitting on me right now. I love all the Star Wars lore. It's
Freaking
there's
The
so
Last
much. There's
Jedi, best
so
movie.
much. Oh, I hate you.
But Rey is hot.
I hate you.
Do you not find Rey attractive?
Well, yes, of course, but that doesn't change the fact that the new movies ruined Star Wars.
No, I fucked with the Force Awakens. Not yo, you're
That
gonna
was
have a
the least bad of 7, 8, and 9. I
you're go-
refuse to watch 9 because I know what they did.
you're gonna have a kicker, AJ. My first movie was The Force Awakens in theaters.
Oh, killing me.
It was a dope film. Like, of course, this is my first Star Wars film, but like the theater experience was so good with the loud sound of the
Oh yeah,
Millennium
it's a great
Falcon.
movie to watch in theaters for
Oh
sure. I
yeah,
remember I watched it in theaters. I enjoyed it for sure. I enjoyed 7 and 8 the first times I watched them, but
I
they
haven't
just
seen
could
the
have done
recent one.
so much more with the series. There was a perfectly good story set out that was done in books and comics that they just said, "Nah, we got it. Don't worry. Disney knows what they're doing." Disney shits out a fucking story that doesn't make sense, that takes back everything that they've come up with, and it hurt me to my core.
It hurt me. I'm just happy it brought me Ray and they killed Han Solo.
See, why
I'm
would you
kidding. I'm
want
kidding.
Han to
I'm
die,
kidding.
bro? Why would
I,
you want Han to die, though?
the funny thing is, everybody was so shook in the theater, and me
Bro, I
having
gasped.
zero.
I remember like everyone gasped.
We were probably in the same theater. I was just in there. I was like, I have no attachment to this character. I don't know who this boy is, but I'm sorry, everybody. You lost your boy.
Bro, Kylo was just sad boy in that movie, and I found it ridiculous that
He was such a
he
whiny
was
bitch.
the main villain of that was supposed to be just some sad boy.
He was such a whiny bitch. He annoyed me.
Yeah.
And then also
Okay.
I was
Okay, go.
jealous. What up?
Jealous. No, I was about to start talking and then you kept going. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say I was jealous he got Ray. Continue.
But he really didn't though.
I don't know. I haven't seen the last third trilogy.
Like, just forget about my man Finn. The entire trilogy could have been about Finn and it would have been a better trilogy.
Oh yeah, Finn
Like,
was a
you have
dope character. I
such a
loved
better
Finn.
story with fucking the stormtrooper that turned away from his fucking programming than you do with random girl that got dropped off on a planet. Who is she? Lol, you kind of know who she is anyway, but whatever.
But she was cute. I need to stop simping. All right, let's continue the conversation. But
For real.
Finn was. I really liked Finn's story or his
But
character.
I like the beginning of his story arc, but yes, I love the character. All right, let's get off Star Wars before my blood pressure goes up too high. The winner for best action adventure game was The Last of Us Part 2 from Naughty Dog.
Now, for those bitches that is mad, hoes mad, get out of here. There's actually, I've never, of course I've heard of The Last of Us, but I never really batted an eye to play the game. But seeing The Last of Us 2 got my interest, and I want to get both games to experience this roller coaster of emotions and gameplay.
I feel you. So I have never played either of them, but I watched them all from start to finish. I didn't really feel like I needed to play them because the gameplay was just kind of it's just kind of there. Like, you don't play the game to play the game, you play the game for the story. At least that's how I felt. That's what even the two people that I watched play it, that's kind of what it seemed like they felt. And I remember for the first one there was a lot of complaints about the actual mechanics of the game, like being very simple, but I mean, it was worth it because it was the best story in a video game in years. But Last of Us 2 was that damn good of a story. And it was an improvement on the first one. It seemed like a better game to play than the first one. But that's someone who's never touched the controller while it's on. But I was so invested though. Even without playing it, I was so invested in the characters and the story. And I completely disagreed with the person that I was watching play the second one. Like, they were completely on one side of the story and I was completely on the other. And I found that really interesting.
Well, that's good. You're not a sheep.
How much can we spoil of this? I feel bad spoiling Last of Us 2.
All right. Spoiler
Put
warning.
Up the spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning for The Last of Us 2. I'm going to edit the timestamp. You can skip ahead. And yes, this is your spoiler warning.
1:59 and 55 seconds.
Okay. So the person I watched was a super Ellie fanboy. And I'm blanking out. What was the guy's name?
Call him out.
No. What was the guy's name in the story? That
Joel,
yeah. He was a super Ellie Joel fanboy. And I was just, through the entire thing, I was just like, bro, you're the type of person that would sell out the entirety of the human race for one person? Nah. What's wrong with you? What are you doing? Like, yes, they killed Joel. He deserved it. Why are you mad? Bro, why are you mad?
they played the first game, so they probably got attached to Joel and Ellie.
I mean, I watched through the story and I was completely engrossed in the story of the first one too. But the story is, she can save the human race, but he decided, nah, we're gonna kill every doctor that can do anything with this and save one person's life.
It's like
Nah.
You see your daughter on your new daughter, this girl that this is like your sole purpose of living on in this apocalypse, and they need to kill her. But this is, yeah, it's gonna help a lot with the virus. But you're like, this is
It's
my
going to
daughter.
save the world.
It's gonna save the world. But honestly, that is a very tough. Honestly, if they allowed in the game for you were given the choice, like,
You
all
had to
right,
make a choice,
yeah,
but that
that
would
would be good. That would be good.
they would basically have to make 2 games then.
Fuck.
Watch them release The Last of Us B, Part 2B, where it's Joel's like, fuck it, all right, we'll let
They,
this happen, and you have to go around like saving everyone with the magic virus killer.
fuck. They could do what the Walking Dead series does on the Telltale. Like the
It's so
choices
much
you
easier
make,
with
it
Telltale
just
though.
what's up?
It's so much easier with Telltale though, because like
No, I'm saying like, well, yeah, I guess, yeah.
you would literally have to build an entirely new Last of Us game or write an entirely new Last of Us game. With Walking Dead, it's like
Yeah.
it was always a branching like storyline like that. This
Well,
was one story like written through completely. It's just different.
if The Last of Us was left as just one game, it would have been perfect if they gave you the choice. But now that
Oh,
we
if
have
at the
two,
end of one, yeah, but
yeah.
no, like
But now
it
we
was
have
worth
this.
the second game.
But
But
I can side with Joel, like killing those doctors, but also
do you
you
want
could
all
have
right
said,
here, you want to know the logical option?
okay, that is the logical option to save the human race, but
No,
the
no, no, no,
emotion.
not
Oh,
even
okay.
that. Not even that. The logical option would have been, hold on, how about we just ask Ellie what she thinks about this? Do you want to sacrifice yourself for humanity?
Honestly, the doctors wouldn't give a fuck.
Well, no, okay, so see, then we get into like you're a little bit more inclined to agree with Joel. If Ellie, if you were to ask Ellie and she was to get nervous and the doctor was like, "No, we're gonna kill you," then it's a little easier to side with Joel and Ellie.
Yeah. No,
But
I feel you.
like all they like at most all you're wasting it when so like if you don't know, you pop into the like operating room while Ellie's out cold, and like you try to stop them and then you end up killing the doctors. All they're wasting if they wait is what, a little anesthesia. You could just do the surgery again when she wakes up if she decides, yeah, it's fine, like I get it, I could die from this, I understand, I give my consent.
I give my consent for you to cut open my brain.
And like it's it's so good too because like you get the doctors like struggle through it too because he's like the other character that you play as, Abby, who gets a shit ton of hate too, that we'll talk about.
Mhm.
She is the doctor's daughter that was like gonna lead the surgery, and that's why
Yeah.
she's all mad and has to go on this crusade to kill Joel. um like she's talking to the doctor or whatever, and someone brings up the point, well, what if it was her, and like, would you sacrifice your own daughter for this? And he, like, you could tell that he really struggles with it, so like you get the humanity of that. But it's just like, come on guys, like we're talking about, I don't know how many people are left in this world, but at least millions, if not billion people left, like, that you could save.
But also, you can also use, come on, this is your daughter. It's just two very emotional sides, and to
I'm
each
too
their
logical, I
own.
guess.
I'm
I'm too utilitarian.
I am honestly, I don't know what point I am. If I was put into the shoes, I can't decide right now. If I was like in that option, of course I would decide. I will see what my heart decides, but I don't know. But I can see both sides. Like, yes, save the human world, or this is your fucking daughter, dude. This is
I
your
get,
flesh
like,
and
no, I
blood.
I get the humanity of it. I just think it could have been like they could have done it better to actually, I don't know. I don't know if you could have done it better because if you have the doctors be the bad guys more, then it takes the humanity away from their characters. So they're kind of in a tough spot with that story, but I just
I
I
could
just
have,
know it's like I took a philosophy class.
yeah.
So the way I saw it was there's something called oh god, what's it called? It's the like so there's a trolley with 2 tracks, and like you could move the tracks to go on one or the other. It's one person or the entire human race. Which one are you doing?
Uh-huh.
Pretty obvious to me, even if it is your daughter.
Or you can, well, all right, I was gonna answer the question of the trolley, but this has no meaning to the game. I was gonna be like, you can do the thing where this is not your choice to make, so you just stand there.
Well, I mean, if
That's
you're
a
the only
that's a
one at
different
the
route.
you're the only one at the cross, you're the only one that can pull the lever. So I would say those lives are still on you. But that's my philosophy.
Hey, my philosophy is, hey, this is God's doing. I ain't doing this shit. I'm out.
Fuck your God.
But I will say it would be better if Joel would because you know, like when Joel walks up to the operating table, it's like the door is like wide open, right?
Yeah.
I feel like me, in my opinion, I feel like I would prefer like the doors were closed. Joel walks in, and then he's like, "Wait," like he's just like, I'm not sure about this. And then the doctors would have more dialogue with Joel and saying like you said, like this is gonna save lives. This is gonna do this, and then it'll give Joel more like pause, more time to think, and then
I feel like the reason they didn't do that though is because it works more on the irrationality of Joel in the moment of, oh fuck, I realized what's gonna happen now.
yeah. Yeah, I
Like
was gonna go more
there's
on the
just
side of
it's a
showing the
real complex
humanity.
scenario of what you have to like let characters know versus what like the person playing the game knows. It's the reason it won this award.
It's the reason that people work hard on games and writing a story, developing it. Holy shit, they take years to. Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah, yeah. Now let's get into the dipshits that have to hate on this game because there is a one lesbian star and one butch woman that people had to call out as trans for some reason on the internet and hate for
Really?
no reason, even though there was no proof ever in the game that she was a trans woman. Yeah, I mean, it was just because. So Abby,
They were
obviously,
just mad and
is
pulling shit out of their asses.
yeah, obviously, but like, so if like you know from the first cutscene of Abby with her dad, the doctor, she's not yoked out. She looks pretty normal. It's not until she's a crazy badass in her like zombie world where she's like a leader that she's yoked out to shit and like a badass. But people during the trailer saw her and be like, "Oh, the fucking liberal cucks have to be so inclusive."
To all you gamer nerds that are mad that she's yoked out, let women be yoked out. If a girl wants to be yoked out, let her be yoked out. You're just mad that you're a fat ass
You're
fuck behind your
just
computer monitor. Shut the fuck
you're
up.
just mad you can't see past your stomach.
You're just mad that she can kick your ass. Let her be
Yeah,
yoked out. I respected that they made her yoked out.
yeah, fuck, but
I was staring at
that
her muscles more than her face. And that
yo,
can tell
but
you a
like
lot.
they as a game, they made me so invested in Abby as opposed to Ellie, but obviously because of like the way the person that I was watching was talking about it being like, "Oh, Ellie, you have to kill her, you have to do this." It it made me really side with Abby because I was like so behind her and what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But her story arc is so like it's ridiculous. Not in a bad way. I don't mean it like, oh, it's fucking ridiculous story. No, it was so good. Like from from like that bloodlust that she had to like trying to get past it to like with her boyfriend that ended up getting that other girl pregnant. It was like, oh, it was just so good. And I hated that Ellie had like they were kind of portraying Ellie as the bad one. Like she just has to go out and kill this person for no reason. It's not going to save anyone. It's not going to stop anything. She's just got this bloodlust behind her, and multiple times through the story, it was like that. And go ahead.
I was gonna in these type of not even like games, like these stories of survival. Anybody that's out for if they're not with you, then they are your enemy. And this
Which
you
is
get
ridiculous.
and you have these two different perspectives. Abby killed Joel, but Abby had her reasons. But since you're on Ellie's perspective, Abby is the enemy. Now Ellie is killing all these people to get revenge.
She's
for Joel.
massacring an entire group of people.
And in Abby's perspective, Ellie is killing her people she knows. Ellie is the enemy. It's just this game gives you well with me what I saw is there are no bad guys. It's just perspectives, you know. You know Ellie,
Humans are terrible and stupid.
Even though Ellie, her intention, the action she's doing are horrible. Her intentions are. I understand her intentions. I understand revenge, right?
In her mind, she's right. Yeah.
In her mind, she wants revenge because she lost Joel. And in Abby's perspective, you know, she had to kill Joel to protect her group, you know? Even like these actions, they're horrible, but they have, how would I say? This game is so fucking good.
It's so deep, bro.
It's
like,
a lot of people were so mad that the game paused and you went into the quote unquote enemy's perspective and you played as Abby. I like that they did that.
I loved it. Like, that's what I was saying. The person that I watched was so mad they didn't want to be playing Abby at all.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I loved that. I thought it was super interesting. Like oh my god, not the end, but when they fight, oh my god, that was intense. I hated it. I hated every second of it. I was like, bro, why are you doing this? She's obviously been through enough. Just stop.
It's these two people that have been through so much. You've seen their struggles and you're seeing these two worlds collide and
you think you've seen them grow like to where you want them to be, but then it still turns out, no, I gotta kill her. I gotta do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's fine. I'll just beat the shit out of her, cut her up.
With some people, like your guy, he was on Ellie's side, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
With some people, it's easy. Like, yo, I want Ellie to win. I want Abby to win. You know, those two divides. And I feel like with you, the struggle, you saw these two people. You've seen both their sides. You know what they've been through. You know their love, their intentions, the things that they hold dear. And you're seeing these two worlds collide, and you're like, fuck, I don't know who to root for.
Just stop it. Just be friends.
Let me just end the game and return it. I'm done. When you return it on Steam, it says, what is your reason? Made me emotional.
My heart hurts.
Just type in my heart, pain.
Oh, fuck. And then the actual ending of the game. Or, well, I guess it's not the actual... I guess it's before that. I'm mixing it up. When Joel's brother, I can't remember his name, like, comes and begs Ellie, yo, we still got to do this. We got to go find her. We got to go kill more people. Mm-hmm. She's like, nah, bro. I got a kid with my girlfriend. You know, like, I'm good. Like, it's over.
Like, I'm over it. You need to get over it.
And then she fucking tries to leave in the middle of the night, bro. Like, it could have just ended there, and I would have been happy. But they had to hurt me. They just had to hurt me and add that little bit at the end with California and shit. Fuck, such a good game. Such a damn good game.
And for those haters that probably clicked off the podcast, fuck you.
See you later.
Good game. Good game. You know it was a good game when haters had to pull some bullshit to throw hate at it. Lesbians. Blah. Shut up.
Yeah, honestly, it's crazy too because the hate started before the game even got released. It started with the trailers.
Oh, it's because like the fucking story was leaked and everybody was so fucking full of resent and hate.
Weirdos.
It's just people that like you need to calm down. Like, it's a video game, but also it's a beautiful video game. I don't know. People, I don't know. It's a good game.
Fascists got to be mad about something.
People just want to be mad.
All right, let's move on.
Be mad. Hoes be
Something
mad.
that can't get people mad. The Best Action Game Award. Obviously, for the best game in the action genre, primarily combat. Starting with, from id Software, Bethesda, was Doom Eternal, the newest Doom game. Have you ever played any of the Doom games?
Oh yeah, the OGs and the 2016 Doom.
See, I played that Doom. I played the more recent just Doom. I
Beautiful.
guess that was the remake. It was a fantastic game. There was Half-Life Alyx, which was like a VR experience too from Valve.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you're never gonna get Half-Life 3. Here's a little bit of Half-Life.
Yeah, you guys just need to get over it. Even though you guys are trying to create chance and use your black magic to bring back Half-Life 3, it's never gonna work.
It's not happening.
I mean, hey, they brought the new Smash Bros. And through Minecraft Steve in it. Maybe it'll work. Who knows?
Oh shit! All right, next one. Neo.
Never heard of it.
I don't know what this Nio 2 from Team Ninja. Never heard of it. Never seen this artwork. Don't know what it is. Yeah, it looks interesting. And then the last nominee that didn't win was Streets of Rage 4 from Dotemu. Another one I never heard of.
Streets of Rage 4?
Yes. What can you tell us about these two games?
Alrighty. So Streets of Rage 4, it's 2D, what seems like a fighting game. The best I could think is those arcade fighting games where you're a side scroller and just beating waves of people up.
Oh, okay. Something like that.
Like TMNT or the Simpsons game in the arcades, you know.
Okay, so I have a description of it from Steam.
Okay.
It is amongst the best beat 'em up series ever created, jamming 90s beats over the top of street fighting. The iconic series Streets of Rage comes back with a masterful tribute to and revitalization of the classic action fans adore. Yeah, it is exactly how you described it. It is like the arcade cabinet scrolling, just fight these dudes through levels, pick up, items that drop, get a high score.
Which could be fun.
And
Like we started playing Castle Crashers and that's a blast.
yeah, my cousin had a game cabinet of I can never remember what the name of it is. But it's exactly like this. It might actually be a Streets of Rage game. I don't even know. But yeah, this looks like you can have a ton of fun with it. There's online play, so you can get that arcade feel with people over the internet. It
With
looks
the
great.
homies.
And there's 17 characters apparently, which is really cool. Yeah, it looks great. It looks like you can have a ton of fun. And then Nio 2. The description is battle hordes of yokai in this Masocore action RPG. Create your protagonist and embark on an adventure through a myriad of locales across Japan during the Sengoku period. Utilize the new yokai shift ability to defeat even the most ferocious yokai and be prepared to brave through dark realms created by blank. It doesn't finish.
Looks fun. The art is really cool. I'm looking
The
at
art
the art.
is great. Actually, some of the images of the character creation looks really good. Seems like it could be. Wait, whoa! This hasn't come out yet. Why is this on the? It says coming February 5th. Has it come out on a different platform?
What?
Because it says it's not out yet.
What? Who?
Okay. So I think that's just the Steam version, maybe, because it was released for PlayStation 4 in March this year.
Okay. I was like, y'all fuckers getting ahead of yourselves.
Yeah, that's weird that it's not on Steam yet. Maybe it's because they're reworking it for the PS5. That's my guess.
Probably.
But yeah, so that looks like it could be a fantastic game. Never touched it, never seen anything from it. It kind of looks Sekiro-ish, maybe a little Ghost of Tsushima more than
Yeah,
that. But
I was gonna say like yeah, the best I could say is Sekiro, whatever, Sekiro.
Sekiro, whatever. Yeah. So
Sekiro.
2 games that never seen anything about.
But they do pique my interest. They look fun.
A little bit, yeah. Streets of Rage could be a real fun co-op game.
Mm-hmm.
So Half-Life Alyx, I've seen a little bit of gameplay of. I've seen it played VR, so it's probably really fun VR. But I've never played any of the Half-Life games, so I don't really know what the story is. But looked
If you
looked
want,
okay.
if you want the kind of the story of Half-Life with Half-Life Alyx, you can check episode. What the
Drum
fuck
roll,
is it?
please.
Drum roll. I think
Is this on your channel? You mean?
Yeah, it's actually I think either episode 7 or episode 6 of the podcast. Well, you've probably heard of it, but if the listener, you, yeah, you,
Yeah.
the one procrastinating on your homework, you, yeah,
Listening to this while doing your homework. Good for you.
Oh yeah, thank you for the views though. Gabe has talked about Half-Life, so you can go listen to his recommendation.
For sure. I'm gonna have to go check that out, I think.
But from what I know, Half-Life is an action game, like a first-person shooter, or like it's a game where there are barely any cutscenes. So
Really?
yeah, so like all the interaction you get with people is like
It's
there,
real.
like yeah, it's like right there.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was interesting too. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just know that the first 2 are like iconic games. Like,
I mean, there were people seething to this
if
day.
I was a little older, I would have definitely played them, I assume. If I had a PC, at least at that time.
Oh yeah.
So Doom Eternal, we talked about a little bit. I haven't played this one. I've seen a little bit of it. Honestly, it looks exactly like the Doom that I played. Doesn't look like there's really anything different.
Yeah, just
Looks a little harder, if anything.
more platforms, more demons to kill.
Which can be a ton of fun, but I feel like I got my fill on that with the Doom that I played.
I mean, I
Just me.
love diving deep into the Doom world and just hacking, slashing, and just I did play Doom really, how would I say? I wasn't playing Doom as it should have been played.
What do you mean?
So, I mean, I think you know or probably figured out with Doom, you're supposed to use specific weapons on specific demons, or you're supposed to hit them in their weak spots and use that to your advantage and always be on the move,
Yeah.
And me jumping into Doom, like I saw like, oh, this is hell, this is sick, this is so cool. Metal with techno infused, always playing. This is sick. I fuck with it. And whenever there will be like a difficult enemy, I would always stick with a machine gun because I'll be like, oh, assault rifle, this will kill it. And it'll take me days to kill an enemy, and I'll be running around on low health. And I'm like, oh god, I'm dying. What am I gonna do? Until I saw, once again, bringing it up, I'm sucking his dick. Video Game Donkey. He did a review on Doom, and what he said like opened my eyes. He was saying like this game, like you have to, like once again, always be on the move, and it's supposed to be using this weapon on these type of demons, or use this demon to your advantage, or hit them in this point. And I'm like, shit, I've been playing Doom wrong, so wrong.
Yeah. So when I played it, I mean, I definitely knew it was. Oh, you're constantly moving. You're like, got to make sure you're switching your guns and doing all that. But like, I wasn't really like maximizing my damage potential, like switching out this specific gun for this specific demon or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that unnecessary. I played it on, I think, the second hardest difficulty and had plenty of fun and succeeded, and I beat it. So
people have said Doom Eternal, they added the, what's it called, the grappling hook. It adds more fun to the game.
Oh, it seems like that would be pretty cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Doom, great game if you're looking for a chaotic shooter.
Oh yeah. If you want to turn off, well, you don't. Kind of, you can turn off your brain and just shoot
Oh,
things.
absolutely. You could just not like I didn't pay attention at all to the lore. I'll be honest. I was just playing it for the mechanics. Which
Yeah.
if you have a game good enough to just play it without caring about the story behind it, you've made a good game.
It wasn't really much of an interesting story to begin with.
I mean, some people love that, like the Doom story of like what's going on in hell, but
I mean, it's just a dude in hell wreaking havoc. That's all I can see.
yeah,
It's a berserk for shooters.
yeah. The last one, a fantastic game that I've never played, but I've seen. From a company that's made a couple other great games, Bastion and Transistor. Fuck it, I'll plug it for free. Why not? Transistor is in the Jingle Jam bundle. It's a charity bundle that has like 12 awesome charity causes that gives you 500 plus games for a roughly $34 donation to any of the 12 charities of your choosing. Check it out. jinglejam.tiltify.com.
Sponsor us,
The
please.
the Yogscast. You're gonna be a Yogscast ghost typer. Cool. Welcome to
yeah.
the British network. No,
They
but
f-
Supergiant
They
Games,
fly us
great
to Britain.
and they made a. It looks like a great game. I haven't played it, but I've watched a live stream recently where it was 4 people racing to try to beat Hades, the final boss, in 2 hours. And it looks like a lot of fun. It looks kind of like a more like obviously more action, but it's kind of got a like a Binding of Isaacness to it where you pick up different items and it changes the way your game goes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Does it tell you who you play as?
I am not sure the name of your character. That's a great question. You should look that up.
I'm gonna look that up.
But like you go through and you like fight different like gods, goddesses, or like demons, whatever. I don't know.
It's branded as a roguelike game.
Yep, roguelike. So that just means it's like if you die, you reset and you have to start from the beginning.
So you
And every game's kind of different.
you play as Zagreus, immortal son of Hades.
Ah, okay, interesting. Zagreus. Yeah, so you fight through like different bosses, and like it's like you're in a few big arenas with a shit ton of things spawning, shooting, like trying to kill you. And it's chaos, uh, but controlled chaos, and you can get really good at it. And it looks like a really fun game. Gotta say, they did a real good job on it.
It
But never played it.
yeah, I never
I know
played it, but
JJ has, and he speaks very highly of it.
oh yeah, he was
Yep.
saying he was fucking with the game. Freaking, I do love the art of the game. It reminds me
Oh, it looks fantastic.
it's a new animated show on Netflix, and funny enough, it's related to Greek mythology. Fuck, what is it called?
Oh, what's it called? Yeah.
Yeah, I love Greek mythology and all the, even though they were fucking a cesspool of incest.
I was big into it when I was in like middle school.
Oh yeah, that was fucking reading the
That
Percy
was like
Jackson
real.
books and all that shit.
I never actually read those.
Neither did I. I saw the movies because I didn't want to read.
Never saw the movies either.
The movies were right. That one chick was cute. I forgot her name.
Oh, they've also made a game called Pyre that I don't know about.
The fuck is this fucking? All right, Netflix original. Where art thou? Original.
If y'all want to check out Hades right now, it is $20 on Steam. It's on sale. The soundtrack's really good too. Gotta say that.
Gotta have a good soundtrack for. Oh, it's called Blood of Zeus.
Blood of Zeus. I might have to check that out.
It's a mature 8-episode series. And since we're on the topic of video games and shows, watch Castlevania on Netflix. Good ass show.
Yeah, I've heard that.
It's a good ass show.
You know what we could do?
What up?
If anyone has gotten to this point in the video of the podcast, they should go onto your YouTube, Ghost Hyper on YouTube, if they're watching on Spotify or whatever. Comment what's some they could comment for a chance to win a key to Transistor from the company that made Hades. I'll do a giveaway.
Fuck.
Have them comment something down below.
Comment your favorite order at Subway or Togo's.
There you go. Your favorite sandwich, salad, whatever. Order from Subway or Togo's, and you have a chance of, or just say you don't like either one. Just say you don't like Subway or Togo's. That works too.
Then
And
you don't get the key.
no. And then you do have a chance of winning a key to Transistor, which is made by the same company, Supergiant Games, that made Hades. I have one.
You can win a game for free.
Yep. And I would also recommend, if you go to that link that I said, it'll be in the description, possibly, jinglejam.tiltify.com. You could make a donation and you can get another key for that. Give it to one of your homies that would play it. It's a great game, great company, great causes. And even if you don't like charity, it's like $500 something worth of games for a $33 donation.
There's a
It's
game that
25
was like worth 20.
Oh, there's several $20 games. Like, yeah, it's a great deal. It's one of the, like, they do this every year. This is probably the best bundle. But yeah. Moving on.
Moving on.
What do we got next?
Innovation in accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience.
Yeah, so this is a really cool category. I really respect this because, like, not everyone is as privileged as we are and can, just pick up a game and play it the way everyone expects it to be played. Not everyone, like, even the most basic things like colorblind mode can be real crucial in some games. But yeah, so what got nominated? We got 5 nominees here.
We got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ubisoft,
I've seen that
Rounded,
one.
which
Oh,
was
sorry.
pretty hot for a minute, Obsidian Entertainment, Hyperfoot, which I've never heard of,
Hyperdot, yeah, Tribe.
or Hyperdot, I can't read.
You're
Tribe Games, and then Watch Dogs Legion, Ubisoft Toronto, which RIP, I think. I've heard interesting things from Ubisoft, but once again,
really
the fan favorite, the loving game that just pushes all gamers to the max, The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is, like what the features are or whatever that put these 5 on the nomination list.
Maybe there was a setting to turn off gay in The Last of
Oh
Us,
my
and people
God,
really enjoyed that.
Um,
Honestly, me neither. I don't know what.
I'm going to see if I can look into this a little more, but
Let's see.
Grounded, so I know one thing I saw in Grounded was you could change it so the spiders don't look like spiders, and they just kind of look like blobs.
To make it less scary for arachnophobes. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Arachnophobia safe mode.
Yeah.
I wish there was a setting to make them scarier and hairier. That would have been perfect. I
So
like it.
that game,
That's funny though. They made it. That's funny.
yeah. That game, when I saw it played, it was nowhere near finished. I don't know how much more they've done,
Yeah,
but
same
it
here.
seemed like it could be fun. It doesn't seem like something I would really get caught up in, but like if you get a few people to play it, I get like there's stuff to do.
Let's see.
I've never heard of Hyperdot. I'm gonna look that up.
Me neither. Let's see the HUD and UI. I'm reading on Valhalla.
Okay, Hyperdot is a minimal action arcade masterpiece with one rule: dodge everything. Okay, so this is just you control one little dot and and there's things like encroaching on all sides and you just have to avoid things like random shapes and stuff being fired at you, and you just kind of have to like navigate without getting hit. So it's kind of like another game in the bundle. Man, I'm giving them a bunch of free promotion, but it's
The
for a good
one, the
cause.
one you was playing your stream, right?
Yeah, Pixel Galaxy, which it's actually a lot more crazy than this because you shoot back with like the things you pick up, but it's basically like that. If anyone's ever heard of Pixel Galaxy, so that's a very minimal game. I'm guessing just by like the art, it looks like it's obviously good for colorblind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else it's like what else it caters to. Play without compromises, high contrast and colorblind modes, full gameplay integration, Xbox adaptive controller, and eye tracking. Okay, so this is for like quadriplegic people. They can do it with eye tracking, just play with their eyes, which is really
Oh
cool.
shit,
A
that's
really cool
sick.
software I've seen. There is a charity that works with the Jingle Jam bundle that called Special Effect. They do a lot of like research and development for uh, disabled gamers, people like quadriplegic people who obviously can't use their arms and legs. They can play games with just their eyes. There's a girl who fucking edits videos with just her eyes, who does artwork with just her eyes, which is fucking
Whoa,
incredible. Yeah.
the future is here. Holy shit.
Yeah, so that's obviously a really cool charity if you feel like donating. Um yeah.
Honestly,
S
Hyperdot should have won that.
yeah, so I wonder what The Last of Us 2
It had
won.
like your usual like, oh, colorblindness HUD, help with auto swaps with your guns or auto pickup loot. Uh, nothing too crazy. Some things that have been in other games, but like the Hyperdot is what caught my eye with the eye tracking.
Eye tracking, yeah, that seems fucking innovative as hell.
Oh yeah. And then Watch Dogs Legion, nothing like the same. Like, well, the best you can think of, the top of your head, they're gonna have it.
Interesting.
Maybe The Last of Us 1, since it had various accessibility. Who knows?
Let me see one thing. Accessibility options. From the very beginning, Naughty Dog's goal has been to ensure that as many fans as possible have an opportunity to experience the game through their most robust accessibility features set to date. Building upon the foundations established with Uncharted 4, The Last of Us 2 features more than 60 accessibility settings with expanded options focused on fine motor and hearing, as well as completely new features that benefit low vision and blind players. Naughty Dog encourages everyone to take advantage of these features to create a gameplay experience that's right for them. So, wow, they really do have a lot of stuff. I could see why they won now. So there's obviously colorblind, but there's you can have text to speech, you can have high contrast displays, you could turn the HUD bigger. You can have lock on aim or auto target. You can have audio cues so you know when like combat things are happening. You can have it help you navigate and traverse through the map. Fucking, you can turn on a thing so you can't fall off ledges. Enhanced listening mode, so I assume so it's louder, more defined. You can turn on a thing so you're invisible while prone, which is interesting. You could just completely skip puzzles if you want to.
Fuck puzzles. All my homies hate puzzles.
Honestly, though. Um, so for the deaf or hard of hearing, there is awareness indicators. So you know if you're supposed to have heard things, you could see it on your screen. You could there's pickup notifications. There's dodge prompts. You could turn up higher. Obviously, they have subtitles and names for the subtitles and like subtitle direction, so you know like when there's music and like stuff that's not just talking. There's different like ways you could do combat variation. Combat vibration cues. There's guitar vibration cues for the times when there's guitar playing. I can really see why this one now. Motor accessibility. There's obviously lock on aim and auto target. There's auto weapon swap, auto pickup, camera assist, ledge guard again, infinite breath. You can hold your breath. Like, um, There's again navigation and traversal assist. There's repeated button presses. You can just hold the button instead, so you don't have to keep mashing the button. The same with melee combos. You could turn off weapon sway, so you don't have to be as fine with the aiming. Again, you could skip the puzzles. Yeah, you can completely remap the buttons if it helps you. You could do left hand mode or left hand only mode. Dude, they did so much. Fucking, I understand why they won now. Holy shit.
They cater to everybody.
Fucking. Why didn't they only cater to able-bodied white men? What the fuck?
What the fuck, man?
That's
Like
the internet, apparently. Holy shit.
hoes mad. That's all I can
Bro,
say to the haters of Last of Us. Hoes mad.
man, they really did a lot to like make sure everyone can play this game. That's really cool.
And I think it's time to move on to the next
Yeah, I think
category.
that's fucking a good feel-good moment to move away from. Can't have too many feel-good moments on this podcast. I think it's you.
Is it? All right. The best VR/AR games for the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. Irrespective? Fuck it.
It doesn't matter what platform it's on.
Oh, okay. Dreams by Media Molecule. Marvel's
Never.
Iron Man. Yeah, me neither. Maybe because we don't have VR sets.
Yeah, I guess so.
Marvel's Iron Man VR, Camouflage, Star Wars Squadrons, Motive Studios, The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, Skydance, and you guessed it, Half-Life Alyx by Valve.
The winner.
The winner.
Yeah. So obviously I don't have much to say because I don't have a VR headset. It'd be really cool if anyone wants to donate me, $1,000 to do that.
Oculus, sponsor us, please.
Oh yeah, that'd be big appreciate. But never heard of Dreams. Never seen that artwork before.
Yeah, me neither.
I very recently heard of this Iron Man VR game, but I don't know anything about it. Star Wars Squadrons I have heard of. I've played a very little bit of. You don't have to have a VR headset for that one. I feel like it was a little more hyped than it should have been. I wasn't, as impressed. I need to play more of it to get a better feel of it. And then I don't actually know which one is Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. What is that?
That like one, it's fucking first person, of course. You're in The Walking Dead and you have these options of killing people, killing zombies, you survive. It looks pretty fun, to be honest, because it's just a survival game. And you have so many you're giving these so many options of ways to kill people and use your weapons. You can use like a screwdriver to stab somebody in the knee or something like that,
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like that would be real intense in VR.
Oh yeah.
And then we already talked about Half-Life Alyx in from Valve in VR. I wonder if any of these are AR games or if they're all just VR. Because I don't know what Dreams is. Maybe that's augmented reality, but the only one that we've talked about before that was AR was that Mario, like that weird Mario one.
The Paper Mario?
No, it wasn't the Paper Mario. It was the one where you get the little.
Oh yeah, the remote car thing. It's VR. Yeah, Dreams is a VR game.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, I guess we don't really have many AR like platforms. Like the only thing you can really use for AR is your phone, and you're not going to get many big AR games on your phone. Like Pokemon Go is really the big AR game that I could think of,
which had so much potential.
Shit, I mean, people played that for a long ass time.
Oh yeah, I remember. I was playing the shit out of it, but I was just forcing it down my throat because I was like, "Oh, this is cool," and then I realized, like, yeah, I'm done playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I played it for a little bit. It wasn't like I didn't walk around enough at that point to play. If it would have come out when I was like, I don't know. I feel like I could have liked it in college, but I don't think I ever played it in college.
Oh,
I feel like I stopped playing it before then.
They released it like, I don't know. It's hard to release a game and have it perfect. Like once you first release it,
Oh yeah, it grew for sure. Like they put in a lot more Pokemon and stuff, but
All I
at the time,
wanted was trading and battling in the first hand. Come on.
yeah,
That would have kept me longer.
it's okay. We got Pixelmon. Check out our Pixelmon series. It's also going to be up on this channel.
It'll be up soon. I'm just fucking attempting to finish editing other fucking videos.
I feel you. You got a lot of work to do. That was
I
a rough recording session.
It was like 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah, if you like seeing people get wrecked by Pokemon, watch that series.
I got fucked up so many times. We might have to move into that one server you were talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm having so much fun on that server. It's so much faster. Want to move to the next one?
Yeah.
Cool. The next one was best community support because everyone knows that video games always listen to the people that play their video game. So this was for recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. The nominees were from Respawn, EA, Apex Legends, from Bungie, Destiny 2, from Epic Games, you had Fortnite, you had Hello Games, No Man's Sky, and Riot Games, Valorant again, we've seen them on the list. And then the winner from Mediatonic Devolver was Fall Guys, Ultimate Knockout.
I mean, who would have guessed Fall Guys would have been top notch? Best community support, man.
See, I wouldn't because they had a lot of issues to begin with their servers. They had a lot of issues of people naming themselves ridiculous things that couldn't be censored in any way, and also in like stupid text and colors. So they just decided, you know what? We're just gonna call you Fall Guy 4627, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
And you are a number to us now. You are just a dollar bill to us.
And they had a shit ton of hackers. I don't know if that's been fixed, but maybe that's why they won it because it's been fixed. But I haven't watched it in a while. But there was a problem before.
Big old bro. Yeah, like, why would you hack in Fall Guys? Come, are you that sad in life?
I mean, I thought I had no life, but people be sad. People be real sad.
They just want that crown, man, and
I need my crown. I can't win this by myself, and that's all that matters.
once they need that dopamine, and they use hacking to get.
Never gotten it before, apparently. Mama didn't
Sadly,
love me enough.
Mama didn't love you enough. A girl didn't touch your wee wee. I'm sorry.
So let's start. So I've never played No Man's Sky,
I heard
but
it was shit.
I heard it was shit when it started. I heard it's a lot better now. So I guess that's why it's on here because they've made a lot of improvements.
The
But
ultimate comeback.
yeah. Because that, man, when it came, like I remember seeing it before it came out and thinking, yo, this is gonna be the greatest game ever.
Oh yeah, it looked beautiful.
And then it came out and it was boring as hell. And you couldn't, and you're supposed, like, I remember they announced, like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the easy multiplayer game. You could like meet up with your homies and explore. You know, you can get lucky and maybe run into your boy on the other end of the entire universe someday.
Wow.
Yeah, but apparently now it's just a much better game. Much better. Talked about Valorant. Both of us will be playing that soon. Haven't touched it yet. We talked a little bit about Fortnite. I don't know what they're on here for. All I know is they steal content and then sell it. Yeah, sure. We came up with this dance. Definitely. Pay us money for it.
We're rich enough. We own everything at this point.
Um,
Watch Fortnite. Watch Epic Games purchase Disney.
I mean, I can't root against Epic Games though because Steam needs some kind of competition. Like Steam can't be the only place.
Oh yeah. After
Um,
Epic Games came through, Steam was like, "Oh fuck, I need to get my shit together."
yeah, because like sometimes Epic Games will put up a sale and then Steam will be like, oh shit, I guess we're putting this on sale too.
And then Epic Games does like reach out more with content creators, so they're like
Yeah,
closer to home with the viewers and the consumers.
yeah. Destiny 2, I played a while ago. I'm gonna get back into it soon. I have it downloaded again.
It's a fun game. I wouldn't.
I don't know what their community support was like. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then I've never touched Apex. I'm pretty sure you have though, right?
I have never played Apex.
Oh, you've never touched it. Okay.
No, because it was one of those battle royales where I was like,
It's the
yeah, not for
same.
me.
Yeah, it's this. It seems like the same as several other games that I've had the option of playing.
A lot of people fuck with it. It's one of those battle royales they can just play hours with, but not for me.
Yeah, I didn't need
I'll I'll stick with my server crashing Warzone.
it. Oop. Yeah, and then we talked about the winner already. So
Yeah.
let's move on. Best mobile game.
The best mobile game, Call of Duty Mobile, which, funny enough, my sister started playing that shit and it threw me off a lot. But and she's not a gamer, which is weird.
Yeah.
One day she was talking about like Call of Duty one day, and I was like, "How the fuck do you know about Call of Duty?" She was like, "I played on my phone." I was like, "Figures."
Fig.
The Breath of the Wild killer Genshin Impact by
Yeah.
MiHoYo. Legends of Runeterra. I'm not even gonna assume
Looks
what
like
the
a
fuck it
card
is.
game.
Yeah, it's a card game. I saw Rune and I thought I was like, is this like a RuneScape
Oh, it's from
branch?
Riot. So it's the same people that made Valorant and League of Legends.
And then Pokemon Cafe Mix, which I've never fucking heard of.
Same, yeah. I'm gonna look that up right now, honestly.
Honestly, there's so many Pokemon mobile games.
I mean, if I'm gonna play Pokemon, I'm gonna play Pokemon. I'm gonna be honest.
Yo, I will say, wait, let me just look up Cafe Mix first.
It's a puzzle game
Huh. I
where the
mean,
player is now the owner of a cafe that serves delicious treats to Pokemon. Complete puzzles by linking together Pokemon icons to prepare drinks and dishes for your Pokemon customers as they have a wonderful time at your cafe. So I'm guessing it's kind of like Bejeweled, basically. It's Candy Crush, all those.
oh, what was? Oh, fuck yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, oh no, I was looking up I was trying to remember this Pokemon game that I used to love. It was an app. I think you can fuck with it, AJ. I think it's called Pokemon Duel.
Pokemon Duel.
And it's is it not available anymore? That's sad. It was such a fun game. Pokemon Duel was oh fuck, how would I describe? It was there's this board and your pieces are Pokemon, yeah. And your main goal was to go from your end and reach to your enemies I guess their
I've seen this.
yeah, you have to go to the enemy's like checkpoint, like to the enemy's. I guess the best I could say, like, all right, there's two flags. One, you have one flag on your end, and on the other side of the board is the enemy's flag. You have to move your Pokemon. Each Pokemon has certain number of moves to like go forward. Like a big Pokemon like Venusaur can only move once. A tiny Piplup can move 3 times. You know.
Yeah. So, and it's like a weird grid system. It's not like a chessboard or anything like that. It's very unique from what I
And,
can tell.
and once your enemy places a Pokemon, you can bring your Pokemon up to that Pokemon, and you can do a battle where it's a spinning game where each Pokemon has their own respective well, I guess wheel, and it's divided like a pie chart where like this move does 30 damage, this move is purple, it does like a special effect and shit like that, and they both spin. Your Pokemon's spin wheel spins and the enemies, and there's like these different set of rules of who wins that fight. And if you win the fight, that Pokemon gets knocked out of the arena and you're allowed to progress. And it's just like this complicated game of chess and spin the wheel to see who can reach the enemy's point. It was so much fucking fun. I remember um in art class, and I think it was my senior year. Me and my friend we were hey, if you're listening to this, shout out man, you already know. We were we were just in the market for like oh I remember it was during our downfall of our love for Pokemon Go. So we were like,
I need my
Pokemon.
Pokemon fix, but
Yeah, like we need a Pokemon fix. Like, is there any cool Pokemon games? And I found this, and we saw the images, and we were like, "Yo, this looks whack. This looks like this doesn't look fun. A strategy Pokemon chess game, nah." But then I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna download this. I'm gonna play it at home. I will give you my report tomorrow. All right." And then when I came back, I was like, "Dude, this game is fucking fun. You should download it." And we both started playing that game, and he started showing our other friends, and then we just all started playing, and we're like, "Yo, this is fun," because it's just such a fun chess game. But I'm so sad it's not on the market anymore.
yeah, apparently it was retired a while ago, like 2019.
Fuck, R.I.P. It was Pokemon Duel. For those, there's probably like somebody's gonna try to do an emulator online, but like it
Something like,
was. Hey, for those listening, if you know, you already know. And if you never got the chance to play this game, it was so fucking fun.
yo, I don't think we actually said the winner of this category.
Oh yeah, Among Us.
Among Us is the best mobile game. What a shock. Even
Uh,
though it's probably a lot better on PC, but you know,
it's
everybody's got a phone and it's free on the phone, so
oh yeah, it's not fun with randoms and I hope in the future Among Us somehow implants this voice chat where you can use your mic and talk to randoms because it's not fun typing with randoms.
yeah. It's definitely not the same as, you know, having a Discord chat full of 10 people.
It's just fucking fighting.
And yeah, just accusing people of lying when you're the imposter. Getting angry, never having someone's trust again, falling out, and then losing that person from the Discord forever.
Losing custody of your kid because
Oh
you
no!
thought your wife was the imposter and you voted her out, but she was actually just in comms.
Now she's actually just plotting to kill you.
Oh fuck! Your friends don't hear from you in a few days, and they're getting concerned. They think you have corona, but you just have a knife in your throat. The police find your body 3 days later in a dumpster behind McDonald's. An investigative search has been started. Your wife is not a prime suspect. They actually suspect your kid, and they voted him out.
I think you've thought about this too much.
No, this is on the fly right now.
Don't lie. You planned this all. You planned the last, 3 hours of this podcast.
Everything is honestly, viewer.
This is my script. I'm supposed to interrupt you right here.
Oh fuck! There's a 3 dot pause right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I fucked up. Please bring me back.
All right. From a wrap, all right, cut. We'll wrap it up.
Edit that out. Edit that.
Edit that out.
Oh, just kidding. They all know how scuffed this is. We don't plan shit.
Or is this scripted? That was scripted too. That was a good. That was a good.
Oh shit! All right. The
Next.
script says let's move on.
The next one.
Is this you or me?
All right. The next category is best indie band, and I think.
Oh my god.
I think I can't think of an indie band in the top of my head, but best indie game. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. And shout out indie games for making fun games. Way more fun than AAA games.
$60 AAA games been like hyped up for months, for years. You could just, make a game, release it, and it be amazing.
Oh yeah, look at
Just
freaking
put,
Shovel Knight.
some love and effort into it. Shovel Knight. Did you just say Shovel Knight?
Yeah.
That game was funny. I watched someone play it a lot. I didn't play it myself though.
It looks fun. But the candidates are Carry On, once again by Phobia Game Studio, Fall Guys by Mediatonic, Spelunky 2 by Mossmouth, Spiritfarer, yeah, Thunder Lotus Games. And you already guessed it, the winner of the category for Best Indie Game is Hades, Super Giant Games.
Big deserving win from Hades there, but
I mean, they worked hard. All these people worked
hard. Oh yeah, for sure. Big respect to all of them, but again, we can't talk too much on Carrion. Don't really know anything about it.
That one listener's
besides
like
Metroidvania.
raging that we don't know shit about Carry On, and
This
it's
is
their
my favorite
favorite.
game. Fucking idiots.
Fucking idiots! How do they not know this masterpiece?
I've never heard of Spirit Fair. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Me neither.
Spelunky. I've seen the first Spelunky, and that's it's pretty fun. I never played it. I've seen it played. It's actually, have I played it? Now that I think about it, I might have played it. Do I have Spelunky?
All right, I'm looking at Spirit Fair, and there's a girl hugging a deer humanoid. No, I don't fuck with furries, so this is a
Oh,
no for me.
so it is a cozy management game about dying. A ferry
What?
master to the deceased. Build a boat to explore the world. Care for your spirit friends and guide them across mystical seas to finally release them into the afterlife. What will you leave behind? It's got amazing reviews on Steam. Oh, this looks like a trip.
I'm gonna play
And
this game the worst way possible and send all the spirits to hell.
oh no. Um, I could see why some people would really like this. The art is very, very interesting. It looks familiar almost. I don't know.
It's very warm.
I've never heard of the other games that this company's made.
The girl is looking at the lion too romantically. I don't like that.
Yo, yeah, this is a very unique art style. Yeah, so check that out if you want to. Sounds interesting. Build a boat, take some dead people across the Lake of the Damned. But Spelunky, I have seen. It's an interesting, like, it's platformer, but like you're exploring through a like cave cavern system. You're spelunking technically,
Hmm.
um, getting loot and stuff. It it's okay. Like not my game. But for an indie company, great game. Fall Guys, we've talked enough about Fall Guys. Hades, great game. Can't say much more than that than what we've already said about Hades. For a
Just
small company to have put that together,
good game.
fantastic.
Very good game.
Great mechanics,
Good art.
looks great. Yeah. Fuck it. Best ongoing game awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. And, and that laugh is because the winner is pretty obvious from what we've already talked about. But the
We already
nominees
know.
that did not win: Apex Legends from Respawn EA, Destiny 2 from Bungie, Call of Duty Warzone from Infinity Ward Activision Raven Software, Fortnite from Epic Games, and then the winner that made leaps and bounds of improvement from the garbage that they released to begin with, No Man's Sky from Hello Game.
Maybe No Man's Sky is fucking sick as fuck now, and that's
It
why
might be.
they're the after the wreckage that they laid upon the gamers. They were like, guys, we're so sorry. Here's I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So
Maybe
I know
this No
Destiny
Man
2 puts out a ton of like stuff still. Like there's still a
really.
very active community around that.
Oh yeah, they're dropping like different raids and not raids, but like different.
Yeah, I think raids is the right term, isn't it, for Destiny?
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Fortnite, people still love Fortnite.
always
Eh,
update. I will give it to Epic Games. They're always updating their game. They're
always
always
stealing more new memes and putting them in the game.
they probably purchased the memes, and all the people that made those memes are just rich as fuck now.
No, I know there's at least a couple dances that they stole from famous people that did not get any recognition.
Fuck them kids. That's what Fortnite says.
Uh, Warzone. I don't know what they do. I haven't been back in a while.
They're probably good. Probably not enough. Who
Probably
knows?
good. Who knows?
I don't
You're the one that's
notice.
been harping on how great Warzone is. You should have been able to tell.
It's a fun game. I don't know about like if they're updating that shit frequently. Who knows?
Yeah, and then same with Apex Legend. No idea what they do.
No idea. I honestly feel like Warzone's gonna die out since they're gonna honestly not really since I was gonna say Warzone is gonna start losing the care from the developers since Call of Duty Cold War came out. But
Yep.
Cold War is kind of flopping.
Is it really?
Yeah, not a lot of people are vibing with it.
All I know is the only reason you'd buy it is for zombies, and I'm not
That,
gonna buy a full game just for the zombie.
that's all I want. I just want to play zombies. I don't want the fucking core game of the fucking Cold War. I don't want that shit. Give me zombies. Just give me zombies. But yeah, No Man's Sky. Who knew? Just know any phoenix can rise from the ashes, and No Man's Sky taught you that.
That could be you.
That
Just
could be
because
you.
your life is in the toilet doesn't mean you have to flush.
Kind of maybe, since your feces and you have to dispose of it.
Dude.
It'd be rude.
Bro, if you dropped your phone in the toilet, does that make it shit?
Fuck, and now you have to flush it.
Oh god. And on that shitty joke, let's move on.
On that shitty joke, I'm gonna go pee
All right.
and get some water because I'm thirsty.
For sure. Good idea. Me too.
Alrighty, I'm back.
All right, I'm back to. All right, cut. We're back. I don't know if we should even really talk about the next one because I don't think either of us have heard of any of these games.
Never.
But we'll just mention them real quickly. The next category was games for impact for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. The nominees we talked about already: Spiritfarer, the one where you make the boat and take the dead souls or whatever from Thunder Lotus Games. If Found from Dream Feel, looks like it has a really interesting art style. There's Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition from Cardboard Computer. There's Through the Darkest of Times from Paint Bucket Games, another interesting art style. And then the winner was a game called Tell Me Why by Don't Nod Entertainment and Xbox Game Studios. So yeah, don't know anything about these, but If Found looks, I just kind of want to look that up real quick because that art looks really cool. Oh, the art looks nothing like, oh, it does though. Weird. Okay. Check it out. It looks all hand drawn.
Oh, this is sick.
Very cool. Is a game about going home, coming out, and erasing everything. Okay, so it's
Like coming out as gay
as gay as,
or
yeah.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all games for impact, so I assume all of these have some kind of
Like some
message like that.
yeah, message.
So, I'll look up the other ones just to give a little talk on it.
Through
Kentucky Route Zero TV Edition is a magical realist adventure game about a secret highway in the caves beneath Kentucky. Features a haunting electronic score and a sweet. Oh, where'd it go? Oh man, and a suite of hymns and bluegrass standards. I don't know. I don't know. Not sure what that's about.
dude,
Recorded by the Bed Quilt Ramblers.
Through the Darkest of Times is a historical resistance strategy game. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I might have to look that up. Historical resistance strategy game focusing on conveying the somber mood of the period and the very real struggles of average people living in the Third Reich. Okay. Berlin, 1933. Adolf Hitler is chancellor. We all know the consequences this message bore. Unspeakable horrors and suffering would sweep across the world. Few would stand and fight the monstrosity that was the German Reich. Will you lead an underground resistance group through the darkest of times? Okay, that sounds really cool.
I wonder how historically accurate they made that game.
Yeah. Oh man, this looks really cool. So, how do they describe this game? It is like what? It's a strategy simulation, adventure, indie, political game. Obviously political, but man, this looks cool. I kind of want to get this just
It
to
looks
see
cool.
how, or at least watch someone play this. So we looked at Spiritfarer. So tell me why.
It's which is the winner? Tell me why is the winner is an episodic narrative adventure game.
After 10 years apart, twins Tyler and Allison reunite to sell their childhood home. They soon realize their past is not what they remember. Yo, this is like, it's a weird, really realistic art style and like animation. Oh, it's from Xbox, so it must be like pretty well funded.
There was a review saying 5 reasons Tell Me Why is better than why Life is Strange.
Oh, have you seen Life is Strange?
Oh, dude, it's my memory is so vague, but I swear I've seen Life is Strange.
It's a very interesting game as well.
Isn't it the one where you can? I
Look it
don't
up
even know. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up because I remember there was a game.
because I know they released a second one. It's an award. Life is Strange is the episodic adventure game that allows the player to rewind time. Oh, that's the one where you get to rewind time and
Yeah, that one.
make different choices. Okay, but yes. So tell me why it looks interesting. Um, oh, it's the same. That's why it's the same people that made Life is Strange.
Oh, okay,
That's
that's
why.
cool.
In this intimate mystery, reunited twins Tyler and Allison Ronan use their supernatural bond to unravel the memories of their loving but troubled childhood. Set in beautiful small town Alaska, Tell Me Why features true to life characters, mature themes, and gripping choices. As you conjure up memories of the past, your choices will affect the twins' relationship, determine the strength of their bond, and shape the course of their lives. Interesting. I don't think I would play that game, but there are
And
plenty of people who would, and I might watch it.
and yes, listener, you can eventually fuck your sister in the game. So if you're
No,
interested in that, get the game.
banned.
Banned.
You're banned from your own fucking podcast. All right.
Did the sales skyrocket because of this?
No, no. It is on sale right now. I'll say that. It's on sale on Steam.
If you want narrative story, go give Tell Me Why a try.
Yeah. Or any of the other ones on that list.
Oh yeah,
They all seem really interesting.
the Through the Darkest of Times does pique my
That seems like
interest.
something I could definitely play. Yeah. Spiritfarer, probably not me, but someone. I don't know. I don't understand what Kentucky's Route Zero is supposed to be even. If Found is another story game that I might listen to, but probably wouldn't play it. Move us on. Best performance.
Is it you or me?
That's you. Yeah.
All right, best performance awarded to an individual for voice acting, motion, and/or performance capture. Nominees are Ashley Johnson as Ellie in The Last of Us Part 2. Holy fuck. Okay. Daisuke Tsuji as Jin Sakai from
Good
Ghost of
job.
Tsushima. Yeah, I am a weeb, so I kind of have some
Daisuke Suji. Jin
Sasuji.
Sakai.
I'm a weeb, so it kind of helps. Uh, Logan Cunningham as Hades from, you guessed it, Logan. I was
From
gonna
Logan.
I was gonna say Zeus, but fuck it.
That's
Naj
funny.
Najee J- Najee J- J- Jeter?
Jeter. Come on, dude. Derek Jeter.
I
Probably
don't know.
Jeter.
Derek Jeter. Who the fuck is that?
What?
Who be that?
Do you honestly not know who Derek Jeter is?
No, Derek
It's the
Jeter.
one of the most famous baseball players from the Yankees.
My guy. I barely know Stephen Curry.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know shit. I don't know
Yeah,
shit about sports.
you just got so many people mad.
Hey, I don't give a
Don't
fuck.
even know who Derek Jeter is.
If you mad, hey, remember this. Hoes be mad, hoes mad, and you're hoe.
Yeah, okay. So Najee Jeter.
Najee Jeter as Miles Morales from Miles Morales. And the winner of Best Performance, Laura Bailey as Abby from The Last of Us.
Yeah, so fucking, Last of Us is a really good story game, really well acted when the two main characters both make it to best performance.
Oh yeah.
And I think the right person won. Abby was just fantastic, and for a new character as well to like get so invested to be so polarizing at that, to have so many people on your side and so many people hate you. It was that was a fantastic performance from both of them. But
Not only did the game flip off the haters, the character that people hated flipped off the haters. That's a beautiful ending too. Like to the not the ending of the game. The ending of the game, yeah, but
I know what you mean.
like
To
the
the
winners.
Yeah. So obviously we can't talk about Ghost of Tsushima. Both of us are still planning on playing it.
I mean, I'm looking at the image of him staring at the mask, and I can tell beautiful performance. That's all I need to see. The intent in his eyes of saying yes with
I
consent.
wonder he did like a lot of the mocap, the motion capture for it too, or if he was just a voice actor.
Well, she. Honestly, in
Uh,
today's age, like if you're playing a realistic game, most of the time it was motion capture with the actors.
yeah. So Logan Cunningham as Hades. When I've watched Hades, I've never really listened to the game itself. So I would have to go back and I might just have to get the game myself at this point. But so I don't know much about his performance. And then I haven't played Miles Morales.
You know, I was surprised that I saw Miles because I was like, was there that good acting in Spider-Man games? Because the first Spider-Man game, you know, the plot's kind of like, you're just there for
Yeah,
the gameplay. You're not
well,
the plot's not revolutionary.
Uh, yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just super overshadowed by an incredible story game like The Last of Us. But
True. Well, I think it's enough time we've been sucking the Last of Us stick. We'll go on to the next category.
where we will continue to do so, and it
We'll
is
continue to suck dick.
best audio design. I bet you can't guess who wins. No, so this is for recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. The nominees were all okay. 4 of these 5 games we've seen before. First one is Doom Eternal from id Software Bethesda. Second is Half-Life Alyx from Valve. Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch SIE. Then the new one we haven't seen so far is Resident Evil 3 from Capcom. And then the obvious winner here is The Last of Us Part 2 from Naughty Dog SIE. Oh, so the same, I think, is that publisher, SIE,
Yeah.
made Ghost of Tsushima or published Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us. I think that's the publisher. But yeah.
I honestly don't know what to say about the audio design.
Well, so I mean, I think it's a huge part of Doom Eternal.
Oh yeah.
Like the fucking music and everything. Well, actually, music is a different thing. So we
Yeah,
can't even.
music is a different. I think it would be like the
So this
skull
is just
cracking and
yeah, all the very like detailed sounds of the guns and all the gunplay and the sounds of the sounds of the enemies and stuff like that. And Doom, it really fills in the world with the sound, I would say, outside of the music as well. Uh, can't really talk on Half-Life Alyx's sound design or audio design. Ghost of Tsushima, I've heard good things about the music. I don't know about the overall audio design.
I have heard like some hacking and slashing. I'm like, ooh, that's a good sound effect from the swords.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I can kind of hear the sword play a little bit. So yeah, pretty good. Haven't seen anything on Resident Evil 3. Have you?
I know, like I've seen the whole gameplay, but like there's nothing that caught my eye. I was like, ooh, this is great audio design. You know, it's just like it's just
Probably
a
just the zombie noises and stuff.
honestly the probably, but honestly, I would say like Left 4 Dead has better zombie noises than this game.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know like what like when I look at Resident Evil right now, I'm looking at the category and I'm like, why were you nominated? I can't see anything. I can't think of anything special, you know?
Interesting. Yeah, I might have to take a look just to see about that, but obviously the winner, far and away, incredibly well done for the soundscape, for the sound design, audio design. Last of Us Part 2 really made it feel like the world was real. Like just walking through the forest, hearing the thing like branches crack, hearing the waterfalls and shit like that. The gun sounds, the reloads, all were real good. Real good.
Ooh, and stabbing somebody in the neck and hear them
Oh,
gurgle in their blood.
yeah.
That was a good one.
There was some rough audio moments in that game. Hearing
Like,
people get tortured and shit.
oh god damn. Oh, this game probably won the nominee for the best golf club sound effect.
Oh no.
I
The
could say
thud,
that.
the ribs breaking,
Oh fucking
the
lord.
face getting blashed in.
We love to see it.
We absolutely love to see it, and we'll see a little more of Last of Us in the next category, but they won't win it. Promise. I absolutely promise.
Pain.
Uh, is it me or you? Can't remember.
It is
You.
alrighty. This category is best score and music for outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Nominees are Doom Eternal, which I thought should have won. Maybe it's because I'm a metalhead.
Yeah.
Hades, which I haven't
Well,
heard. We
shout out who
probably.
composed it.
Oh fuck, you're right. Fuck. Doom Eternal, composed by Mick Gordon, which I have his soundtrack saved on my Spotify because it's just
Yeah,
that
actually.
beautiful.
Perfect.
Yeah. What's up? You
I
kind of robot.
Oh, sorry. Am I good now?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just saying I'm not surprised that you have it on. Respect. I mean, I don't even listen to that music, and I thought it was I thought Doom always had like pretty hype music.
Oh yeah. It probably also helps. I'm a metalhead and EDM head, so seeing the two things combined, I was like, yo, this is sick. Like in games, when I play a game, I kind of always put the music audio like lower than the master volume, but with Doom, I did the reverse.
Yeah.
Next nominee, Hades, composed by Darren Korb, which I haven't heard shit from Hades, so I need to look into that to get my
Yeah,
opinions.
I'm gonna play myself some right now, real quick.
Next is Ori and the Will of the
Okay.
Wisps,
First
composed.
3 seconds, I'm already sold on the Hades music.
Fuck, I need to look into that. Is it on
Here,
Spotify?
I'll drop a link for you real quick. Just
Alrighty.
yeah, play the first song and you'll understand. I'll continue while you're doing that though. So Hades, I think you already said, was composed by Darren Korb. Ori and the Will of the Wisp was composed by Gareth Coker. Excuse me.
Hawk.
Yeah, you're right. I'll look up that as well just to see what it sounds like. Then, as we promised, they didn't win. Last of Us Part 2, composed by Gustavo Santaolalla, with additional music by Mac Quayle.
Quayle. Yeah, with one of those two.
But I'm a little surprised that Last of Us didn't win this because there is so much good music moments in that game. Even just when Ellie is playing the guitar and doing that oh god, what song is it now?
Wasn't it by Pearl Jam?
Yes, but it was the MTV whatever version of it. I can't remember. God damn it.
I know what you're talking about.
What song is that? Take on Me was the song we're thinking of here. Well, I'm thinking of. But yeah, I was even surprised that they got that song in. But there was a ton of good music in that. But real quick, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Let me listen to that. Ooh, okay. Yep.
Soundtrack.
Here, I'll drop another link for you if you need it.
Oh, I found one.
Okay. Yeah, this has great music too. Man, it has a ton of music in it. The
music,
official complete soundtrack is 3 hours 6 minutes on YouTube.
The which one?
The complete soundtrack for Ori and the Will of the Wisp is 3 hours plus.
Oh yeah, it definitely, the music definitely does immerse you in that world. Like when you see the art, you can definitely feel immersed with that music.
Yep.
Now,
the winner of the best score and music was the Final Fantasy VII remake, composed by Nobuo Uematsu, Masashi Hamauzu, and Mitsuto Suzuki. And again, I will have to listen to this.
And of course, I had an ad. Oh, there we go.
Yep. Yeah, I could see why this one. Man, okay, there was a few great soundtracks apparently. All very deserving. Really, I think that's just down to preference.
Yeah, I was like listening to Final Fantasy and I'm like, this sounds like a basic ass soundtrack.
So depending on what you're into, whether you want some, hard rock, metal, whatever, whether you want some, really like
Orchestra.
mystical orchestra type deal, whether you want something that sounds like it's from Greek time, whether you
Or do you
want
want
some
Pearl
more.
Jam?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe The Last of Us didn't win is because Ellie wasn't able to play the guitar properly after she lost her 2 fingers. So she couldn't play Pearl Jam no more, so she lost.
Bro, have you seen some of the videos of people making like playing the guitar to like actual songs by themselves?
What you mean?
So you know how in Last of Us you could just play the guitar like you and like without it leading you anywhere.
Uh-huh.
Like it just gives you the chords, then you could play it.
Yeah.
There are videos of people that like remake actual songs on that guitar
Oh, that's sick.
in the game. It's crazy. Like,
Huh.
yeah.
That's cool. That's a cool little mechanic.
Well, let's keep talking about Last of Us 2 with best art direction for outstanding creative and/or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Obviously, one nominee is Last of Us Part 2 from Naughty Dog SIE. Um, actually, it's oh, almost an entirely replicated nominees from Best Score in Music because we have Ori and the Will of the Wisps from Moon Studios again. We have Hades, Supergiant Games again. We have Final Fantasy VII Remake from Square Enix again. But the winner for Best Art Direction was Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch. And I mean, it looks great. So I
It's a
can
yeah,
understand.
I'll side with that. It's a beautiful game.
I mean, all of these games look really pretty in different ways too. Like they're all different art styles,
Oh yeah,
and they all
oh yeah, they're
super
all beautiful.
good. It's crazy looking at the original Final Fantasy VII to this one is just like what kind of weird alien technology has allowed us to progress like this?
Yeah, honestly, if it was left like in the executive tables, they went like, "Yo, Braulio, you're the last one that decides to break the camel's back. Who wins the best creative design?" And looking at all these games, I'd be like, "Bro, I don't even fucking know who to choose.
Weird
They're
to
all so
say.
good."
Yeah, I mean, yeah, honestly, fucking Last of Us 2 was like I remember seeing that and being stunned. Ghost of Tsushima, man, all of these Hades, all so good. Like I'm not an artist. I can't nitpick these.
Oh my god, imagine the hard work people put hours into this.
Honestly, though.
Dude, I remember, fun fact, for Batman Arkham Asylum, it took, I think, one person or a team to animate his cape alone for 3 years. It took them 3 years
Shut
to
up.
animate. Yes.
They had a team working on the Cape for 3 years. That's ridiculous.
Dude, let me look it up. Let's see. All right, it took one guy 2 years to develop Batman's cape.
Still though, 2 years. That's crazy.
He had to come up with 700 unique animations and sound effects in order to capture its full floppy glory.
Wow. That's crazy. That is but see, that's the kind of thing where like it'll never get the credit it deserves, but if it wasn't as good as it was, people would have shit all over it. You'd be like, "Oh, it's just a glitchy ass cape."
Oh yeah.
But no one will ever say, "Yo, that cape looked phenomenal."
And you just forget like the thing, like this one simple item you're looking at looks beautiful. Somebody worked hard on that.
Yeah, dude, video games are true. Like to make a video game is a real passion project.
And we always forget like in the credits there'll be names and we always skip over it cuz like I don't want to read. These are
I
credits.
don't care. This is your job.
This is your
No, it
job.
was kind of their life for a while.
Fuck. But
Uh,
yeah, I agree. Ghost of Tsushima, beautiful game, beautiful art.
very excited to play it.
Same.
Let's go to the next one.
All right, the best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in the game.
I wonder
So
who wins.
I wonder who wins. Might be Minecraft Dungeons. Let's see. The fucking nominees are 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, written by George Hamatani, which I have never heard of this game. Have you?
Never heard of it either. No, Aegis Rim.
Where did you come from, me boy? Final Fantasy VII Remake, written by holy fuck. All right. Kazushige Nojima, Moromu Horiyama, Hiroki Iwaki, and Sachi Hirano.
I think that
Go.
was close.
What's up?
I said I think that was close.
I think that was close. You can turn subtitles on in the video and on the podcast. Ghost of Tsushima writers were Ian Ryan, Liz Albee, Liz what? Albel?
Albel.
Liz Albel, fuck it. Patrick Downs, Jordan Lemos, whatever, and Nate Fox. Hades writer Greg Kasavin, and The Last of Us, the winner, of course, the OG, the game of the year, the outstanding, beautiful, heartstring playing The Last of Us Part 2. Writers Neil Druckmann and Haley Gross.
Yeah. So I looked up 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. It is. So it says Vanillaware. The storytellers behind Odin's Sphere and Dragon's Crown craft a sci-fi mystery epic spanning 13 intertwining stories. Okay. Interesting. Uncover the truth and delve into a 2D side-scrolling adventure featuring gorgeous art and environments. Then battle the kaiju in fast-paced, top-down combat. Customize the Sentinels with an arsenal of mech suit weaponry and fight to defend humanity. Interesting.
So if you like Sentinels and Rim Job, go play 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. Perfect for you.
Exactly. So Final Fantasy, of course. Can't really say too much about it. There's a huge story there.
There's a dude with a big old sword, and there's a hot brunette chick.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, every story.
I don't know anything about the actual story of Ghost of Tsushima.
I don't want to know because I want to learn for myself.
Exactly. Hades is interesting to see on here. Because I wouldn't really call that much of a narrative game. But I guess it does really well at getting a narrative through while it's not the focus of the game at all. It's because I mean you play that game for the combat, for the mechanics of it.
I mean,
so I guess they do really well to like give you like who you are, why you're going to Hades. I didn't really pay attention to it.
I would assume like it has a narrative and it's a good story, but like, you know, like you said, the action overweighs the fucking story.
Exactly. It's just kind of like, yeah, you're not. How are you going to compete with a game that's entirely about story, which was the obvious winner here, The Last of Us, which is like a fucking playthrough movie, several movies, series of TV, something.
It's a movie, and then every now and then you'll get guns and you can shoot people. It's a Call of Duty with a good story.
Yeah, we've already harped enough on how great the story is of Last of Us, how invested we were.
And I hope you have more room for the next category.
And yep, we're definitely not going to talk about Last of Us 2 again. In the best game direction section, this is awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. So we've seen all these games already. We've talked about them all already. Nominees were Final Fantasy VII Remake from Square Enix, Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch, Hades from Supergiant Games, Half-Life Alyx from Valve, and the winner, The Last of Us Part 2 from Naughty Dog.
O's mad. O's mad.
Yeah, so I can say one thing. The game direction for Final Fantasy VII Remake was very different from the original. Apparently, in this game, it like dives deep and stretches out what was originally like the first. I can't remember what JJ told me this before, but this entire game is like the first hour or 10 hours or something of the original Final Fantasy VII
Mm-hmm. And they stretched it out for like 30 plus hours or whatever.
to make it a full game. Yeah. So, I mean, that's interesting.
What if they continue? Like, the second hour is going to be the next game, and they're just going to milk this franchise so
Final
much.
Fantasy VII 2, Final Fantasy VII 3. Could be. Who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. We'll just keep plugging how we want to play Ghost of Tsushima.
That's all I can say. I just want to play the game so bad.
Yep. Hades. I mean, I think they definitely did everything right. They knew that their mechanics of their game was stellar, so they relied on it and still managed to have a story that was worth Best Narrative nomination. So,
And great design.
yeah, and art design, they've not been nominated so many times on this list.
And this game came out this year, right?
Yes, September, I want to say.
Fuck. Wait, would you say is this an indie game?
Yes, it is an indie game.
Damn, look at this this underdog amongst big boys.
Underdog named Supergiant Games for
I
the
don't know.
lulz.
I don't know shit.
No, yeah, they're an indie studio. They have 3 or 4 games total. We've talked about them before. If you remember that part in the video, make sure you leave the comment corresponding to what we said.
What was I gonna say? I'm happy for the indie developers though.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah. Definitely. And I mean, how could you not love them? They support charity. They're the only game on this list that I know their like developers have given massively to charity. 100,000 game keys to charity
Fuck.
for Transistor. And then Half-Life Alyx, which we've talked about and can't really talk about enough. But yeah, of course, The Last of Us 2 had to win.
Game of the year.
Hey, we haven't gotten to that yet.
Oh fuck! I forgot that was a category. I was just
That is an
remembering.
actual category, Game of the Year. They may or may not have won.
I was just thinking about like what every game
Oh,
box
it's
the
the next
sticker gets
category.
slapped on.
We're almost done.
It's the very last category.
Finish us off.
All right. Game of the Year, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. The nominees: Doom Eternal, ID Software, and Bethesda.
Yeah, you got it.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, Square Enix. Ghost of Tsushima, Sucker Punch, SIE. Hades, Supergiant Games. And that god awful Animal Horizon bullshit, Nintendo. Get that shit out of my face, basura. And then the beautiful Game of the Year. It will be talked about for years. My kids will be playing this shit. The Last of Us Part 2, Naughty Dog. Hose man.
Yeah.
Hose man.
Great to see Hades got nominated for Game of the Year. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, they worked hard on that bitch.
I mean, 5 of these 6 games really deserve to be up here.
Oh yeah,
We don't talk about Animal Crossing, but to each their own.
Animal Crossing
And if
should
that's
just
yours, then you can leave.
If you have Animal Crossing, you should get arrested.
I don't think we're gonna be talking to JJ anymore.
Oh, he loves Animal Crossing?
I don't know if he loves it, but I know he's played it. I know Marissa has it. I know Marissa plays it a lot.
If you play Animal Crossing, you're not a true gamer. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, well, I mean, I think that's just true. No. But yeah, so I mean we've talked about them all already, but one more time. Doom Eternal, great series. If you want a real fun action, just like arena shooter, not too much else gets in the way of being able to just murder demons. And who doesn't want to murder demons?
Satanists.
Fair. Fair point. Aside from them,
Aside from them.
no, yeah, Doom, great game. All around, you got music, sound design, to gameplay, to art design, everything. We didn't even really talk about Doom's art design. It looks really good.
If you want a good image in your head of hell, Doom will help you with that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Especially if you're
Very
playing on the
gory
highest
if
difficulty.
you're
Holy
if
fuck.
you're into that sort of thing. Like if you want to rip some demon thing's eye out and then shove it back into it, Doom Eternal's your thing.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, shout out id Software, ID Software, whatever, Bethesda. Next up was Final Fantasy VII Remake, which we've seen on here countless times. Square Enix obviously did a pretty damn good job with it, from their sound design, their artwork. The art is like it's a really pretty game. You cannot deny it is a damn pretty game. With all the mechanics and stuff you loved, maybe a little new stuff sprinkled in, I don't really know. But yep. Next up, cannot say any more other than I want to play Ghost of Tsushima even more than I did before.
Seeing the very few images that I've barely seen from Ghost of Tsushima, I want to play even more because I'm trying so hard not to spoil anything from that game.
Yeah, I'm glad that I have not seen anything about the story. Like, I don't know anything about the game.
I
So
I was the same thing with Sekiro. I wanted to play that game firsthand, but one of my favorite YouTubers, they did a gameplay, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just spoil the game for myself. But Ghost of Tsushima was one of those games where I was like, nah, this thing looks sick
not
as
gonna
fuck. I'ma
happen.
save it.
There's some games that I'm like, all right, I'll watch someone else play it. But that one it felt like an experience I needed to have myself. Like I could definitely enjoy it more. Yeah. Keep harping on how amazing Supergiant Games is. Generous, hardworking, amazing work. Hades came out of nowhere. Game of the Year nominee.
They
Won
deserve
several
it.
awards on that list. Best indie game. It's not often that you get indie game being nominated for Game of the Year. Like they beat out massive bajillion-dollar companies to be on this nomination.
Oh yeah, they did.
And yeah, everyone should go buy some of their games. Transistor, Pyre, Hades, the other one that I can't remember the name of. Go buy their stuff.
All of their stuff.
Then the fake game Animal Crossing New Horizons from Nintendo. Skip right over that to the game
if you hate
of
yourself, go play Animal Crossing.
if you would rather clean your house in a video game than in real life, go play that, I guess. But the winner, the game of the year, the end of this Game Awards, I guess series thing we just did, The Last of Us Part 2, Naughty Dog, you outdid yourself this year. Beautiful game, beautiful story, very compelling, very enthralling is a word I would use. Really wraps you up. Can't wait for part 3.
Fuck.
In 6 years' time.
Hell, fuck. I don't even know what to say. Maybe we'll have like in the future we'll be able to like import ourselves in the games, and if you die in real life.
Jesus. No, you've seen Rick and Morty, right? Or have you not?
Yeah.
Okay, you know the game, what's the game in that, like, arcade?
Oh my god, yeah, where you play as a different person, right?
Yeah,
And you start off as a baby and or whatever, and you just grow
live
up.
the entire life of the child up through adulthood and just see how
And then
you live life. What is it called? Oh my
I
god.
forgot what it's called, but I remember Rick pulled Morty out of it, and Morty was so emotionally attached to the game because he was born into somebody else.
Yeah, dude.
That was funny though.
I need to look it up real quick.
I bet the name starts with the R.
Roy. Yep, you got it.
Yeah, Roy.
Oh, I just remember when Rick is playing it in one episode, and everyone's all crowded around him. He's like, "Yo, this guy's taking Roy off the grid. He just burned his social security card."
This guy knows how to fuck. If you're a real gamer, you should play Roy.
Roy, bruh.
Just don't play with Roy's heart. Don't play with our feelings, just play our games.
That should be a developer's tagline.
That'll be my when I become a developer of games, like just don't play with my feelings, just play my games.
Man, we just talked about the Game Awards for like 3-4 hours.
Oh yeah, it's let me see. 3 hours and 51 minutes.
Jesus.
When we were at a point, I was like, "Oh, we're not that far from the top." And I scrolled up and we had 10 more fucking what's it
Fuck
called?
it.
Categories, and I was like, "Holy shit."
Fuck. I'll give away another key. If anyone's actually gotten to the end of this, what's a good game? Ooh, I'll give away Don't Starve.
Ooh, Don't
Sure.
Starve.
Yeah, if you've ever played Don't Starve, if you've never played Don't Starve, I got an extra key. Comment down below on what is something they could say.
Your favorite
What's your favorite episode of Rick and Morty?
fuck it, go.
If you've never watched Rick and Morty,
Got some
I
catching up to
want
do.
yeah, first off, go watch it. Second off, tell me that your favorite episode of Rick and Morty is the episode where they go to the White House. That's a great episode, by the way. I fucking love that one. I love that they put a bunch of conspiracy theories in that like in such a quick succession in that episode.
I can't think of what my favorite episode would be.
Oh shit.
What would be
Mine,
mine?
I mean, there's like 3 episodes in a row in season 2 that I fucking loved. It's Get Swifty, and then the next 2 episodes, I can't even remember what they are, but they're fantastic.
Okay, I will say this. I hate the meme, but the Pickle Rick episode where he just fucks shit up.
Pickle Rick. No, that's a great episode too.
It's just a great action episode, but god damn, the meme was just oof.
No, and it's even better because Susan Sarandon does a fantastic job as the therapist.
Oh yeah, the shit she was saying, I was just sitting back and I was like, fuck.
Bruh.
I was like, all right, I don't need to pay for the therapist no more. I just got this for free.
Let me see what episodes they are. What the hell?
Rick and Morty is off the grid.
Oh, apparently you can't watch season 2 on rickandmorty.com. Here, let me go to Hulu right quick. See if it logs me in. It will not. Okay. What is the password? I think that's it.
You know, speaking of, well, we'll get to this after your
What were you
search.
gonna say?
Since you were talking about like conspiracy theories and you wanted to talk about conspiracy theories.
I don't know if we're gonna. I think that might be the next episode we do. The next time I'm on the podcast, we could do a
This will be
full
a
thing.
10-hour podcast.
Can't be doing that. Yeah, but what were you gonna bring up though? Was there one specific one you were gonna say?
I can't think of shit right now.
All right. Okay, so the 4 episodes in a row from season 2, it's Get Swifty. It's episode 6 where he has the box with the universe in it that
Oh,
has a
and they
box
go inside of it?
in it. Yep. There's episode 7, which is called Big Trouble in Little Sanchez, where they do the marriage therapy in the alien planet where they see how they see each other.
Oh, fuck, that one.
That one's so good. Where fucking Jerry's a worm thing. Beth is a giant spider monster, and then the last one of that 4 episodes is Interdimensional Cable 2. Those are great episodes by themselves. The Interdimensional Cable.
I was so jealous of like, bro. I would love to have an interdimensional cable.
Honestly, though, man,
I just feel bad that it's such a good show. It just has a bad reputation because of the fans.
some of the fans are dumb, which is sad because the smarter you are, the better the show is.
And there's just so much shit thrown in there. It's just so deep, but people were like, "Yeah, memes," but like, there's some
Whoa,
good shit in
alcoholic.
there. Like, grandpa alcoholic. No, it's just a grandpa struggling with his alcoholism, so he's just oof,
Oof.
oof, just big
All right,
oof. That's all I
you're
can
gonna have
say.
to let me know when you upload this so I can go back and check comments, see if anyone is a true fan and get some free games.
Get some free games. I will let you know ahead of time. But I think we're gonna leave it off since we finished the reviewing the game of the years and talking about games and Rick and Morty. The best of topics to end off of.
Yeah, definitely. That was fun. One more time, I want to plug that charity thing. If it's, I don't know if it's still gonna be going at the when this goes out,
Fuck, I
but
will go. When does it come out? I mean, end.
uh, I don't know if the actual charity drive ends on the 14th, so you probably wouldn't have it out by then. But that's when
Oof.
the live streams and stuff end. It might last longer than that. Who knows? But if for nothing else, just look up Jingle Jam.
They might do something in the future.
Oh, well, they do it every year. I look forward to it every December. They do a charity drive every December. They've raised millions of dollars for charity. Great stuff. Great work from great content creators in the Yogscast.
And also plug your Twitch.
Oh yeah, me. I do things on Twitch occasionally. I'm trying to do more. I am AJ the AEW Smark. That is AJTHEAEWSMARK on Twitch. Twitch.tv/my name. It'll be in the description. Braulio's the homie.
I
Uh,
always. He's also been part of some videos that have been uploaded on my channel.
that is correct. We played some Rocket League together. You'll be seeing some of our Pokemon fails together in Pixelmon. We'll be doing plenty of content in the future. Braulio's a good homie. We're fuck it. I'll even leak some future content we're gonna make. If you've ever heard of Tabs, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, we're gonna be playing some of that. I think we're gonna be playing some For the King, which was also in the bundle. Maybe even Brunch Club. Who knows? There's a bunch of games we're gonna play together.
The sky's the limit.
We got a fucking Minecraft server. We might make something on that. Great stuff. Yeah. My link's in the description.
Go
Check it
check
out.
him out.
Make sure you check out Braulio's YouTube if you caught this on Spotify or podcasts on iTunes or whatever.
And
He
also,
is Ghost
oh,
Typer.
go give the fucking podcast a follow if you just want some noise in the background. We'll help you, but also tune in because we have something important to say. We love
Yeah.
you.
I don't know if we have important things to say, but if nothing else, they can get a couple free games.
You can get some free games and also some dumb opinions and dumb stories.
Yeah. So yeah. On Twitch, I play a bunch of stuff. Wrestling games, fucking old PS1, PS2 games to fucking I'm playing Mass Effect right now. You might catch me playing that. Binding of Isaac's my favorite game right now. Been for a while. Great game. Rocket League. Play a bunch of stuff. So yeah, check me out too. That'd be cool.
And thank you for the very small percentage of you that stuck around to the very end.
Yeah, shout out you guys.
Shout out you guys, I hope you guys like long podcasts. I like doing long podcasts because when I'm listening to a podcast and it ends, I feel sad because I'm like, oh, I wanted to hear more of that conversation or I wanted to hear more from these guys. I kind of want to give that to listeners and just, hey, you guys want 4-hour podcasts? I'll give you that shit. I will give you
Yeah.
the content you need.
I think this is a pretty natural end to the podcast. We really got into the end of what we were on about. Next time, I'll be on again. Don't worry about it. I'll be
Oh,
on
you
again.
for sure will. This is actually one of the most
Whether he
natural
wants me or not.
endings. What you say?
Said whether he wants me on or not, I'll be back.
He'll just join the chord. This is actually one of the most natural endings because most of the other podcasts they end of like one person will be like, "Guys, I'm sleepy. I'm about to go to bed." And I'm like, "Oh shit, it's late. Yeah, we're gonna end the podcast." But this is like one of the smoothest endings.
It almost seems like this was scripted.
Fuck, I skipped over my line. Yes, this was.
No.
No, this was not scripted. But thank you, AJ, for joining me after so long.
Thank you so much, man. I've been waiting for this opportunity for a while. I've been getting looked over and skipped for other people. I'm just kidding. No, thank you so much.
Lord.
This was so much fun.
And you will. It's a fun thing, huh? Just sitting down and talking and just.
Yeah, I mean, all we did was shoot the shit about video games. What could be better than that?
We're gamers, after all.
Exactly.
But thank you again, AJ. Once again, go check him out on Twitch. His shit will be in the description, of course.
You're the man. Next time
And-
you'll hear us talking about some crazy conspiracy things, probably.
Oh man, that's gonna be a trip. We're just gonna dive deep into the lore of.
I'll try to compile some good ones for you.
I'll try to find some things. But thank you for listening.
Thank you all.
Go do that assignment you're procrastinating, and if
they procrastinated for 4 hours, I think they done fucked up.
if you've been listening to this and not doing your fucking homework, thank you, but do your homework, shit. And don't smoke nicotine, don't do meth. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.